โ Yo, yo, yo. How we doing, everybody? Good to see you. Welcome to another day on the channel. Hi. We're playing more KCD2, and we're doing main story today. And oh man, am I ready for it. Let's see. What is Barry showing me? Uh-oh, what happened? Oh, yeah. Wow. Okay, cool. The title thing. Yeah, I see. Doo-ba-doo-boo-doo-boo, boo-ba-doo-boo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Where are my YouTube peoples? Oh, there it goes. It's loading up. Hey, Craggy. How are you? Good morning.
Oh, VIPs have arrived.
Already? That was quick. JCBP, man. I see YouTube is JCBPing. You know you love it. JC needs the BP, man. All right.
Greetings.
Hi. I need more savior schnapps. Let's go get that real quick before we talk to her. Although we gotta do this quick. That's an alchemy bench. I need, okay, apothecary. There we go. Turn up there real quick. We have to do this fast because we have to go do this quest for the council and stuff soon. Cohh flute, dude. Cohh freaking flute. Dude, there's apparently a patch coming that has like 25 pages of page notes for this game. Good God. The flute be fluting. The flute be super fluting. Yep. This guy's drunk. Bulls. Hey, Albrecht of Unskau.
Komm herein. Grüß dich. Was möchtest du mal?
Show me your...
What you got? You got six of these? We can take those for now. Okay. How much is this? Buying 923. What can I sell to this gentleman? I can sell you. I could sell Godwin's ring. Currently wearing a 19 charisma scapular. Really? Really? Oh, is it because it's bloody? No, this one's better. I think this one's just better. And we'll sell this one. Okay. Okay. I think that's about it. Okay, we'll haggle the rest.
Word about...
I'm looking good, just saying.
Sehr gut. Erkenne. Danke und viel Glück für die Zukunft, mein Herr.
Okay. Back to mine girl.
Good day to you.
Enjoying the Pathfinder rerun? Good times, says Kilando. Oh, man. I can't wait to be playing a CRPG again. CRPG is my happy place. Did you see the pages of patch notes for the next update? It's like, it's 46?
God, I apologize.
But I thought it was 26. Oh my God. What are they doing over there? Rip angry point emote? What happened? Why? That's too bad. Alucard!
Super chat. Atom Fall launches towards the end of the month, and Expedition 33 not long after that. Can't wait to get my hands on both games.
Yep, that'll be awesome. I am going to be going to Disney World, like March 23rd through April 6th. So I'll probably miss one of those releases at least. But right when I get back, we'll start going through them. For sure.
Don't you dare cause any trouble.
Might start them before, we'll see. Not sure yet.
No.
I should probably clean up a little bit before I see her.
Nor do I, but this is important.
I'm not interested.
Disney World, that's right. Disney World. Who's gonna watch the kids while you're at Disney World? We're still figuring that out.
The others
Yep.
this evening decide what to do. It can't go on.
Old Bart, but then I heard him coughing his lungs up in the
Hi.
eye.
Not a chance.
By the way,
That old coot
like you were
rabbit
saying
was
about
wrong.
that book,
My favorite book. It was Pray tell, did you find it?
As I wandered
did.
through the fortress, I stumbled upon von Bergov's chambers.
Am I not taking the kids?
And
Oh,
there
we're
it lay.
definitely taking the kids. Yes.
Red leather, gold inlay, just as you said.
You really found it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. By the way, did you have any time to leaf through it and see what it's about?
I read a bit of it.
What did you think?
Thought it was funny.
He's been buried.
While reading it, I thought the writing style seemed familiar.
Really?
Well, yeah. As if I knew the writer himself. Or herself.
Women writing books. Come now.
Why not? I bet they would write better than many men.
2 weeks in
Such
Disney? No, a week in Disney.
audacity.
Yep.
More like experience. I once helped with copying. Most of it was boring drivel.
I can imagine. A person does all that work to learn to read and write, but then they sit you down at a table to copy the works of others for the rest of your life.
Waste of time, right?
Not just time, above all, talent.
Hold on. Who wrote this then?
I did. Look, you've never thought about writing something.
Me? And what would I write?
How should I know? Poetry, a novel, a treatise, or a whole book?
That's a tempting notion. Who knows? In another life, I might have become a writer.
Wouldn't you want to at least give it a try?
I suppose I'm not quite sure where you're going with this.
There are still a few blank pages left, so we could finish writing it together. You and me. What do you think?
That sounds great.
We'll have plenty of light and privacy in my chambers. Will you escort me?
My pleasure.
How should I start?
You haven't thought of anything yet?
Now, I have many ideas, but we
It
must
apparently is a good thing we
contribute
saved.
equal part.
Both. Well, fine.
Slavical, thank you.
And what should I do?
Just tell me what you'd like to read about. A tale of a man or a woman? I'll take careful notes of everything.
There are heaps of stories about men. So I propose one about a woman.
All right, a woman then. But I'd need to know more about her.
Such as...
Tell me one trait that is important for you. What would impress you in a girl?
I think above all that she should be clever.
And isn't that rather detrimental for a girl?
Only fools say that. Jilted half-wits who met girls smarter than themselves.
You'd be surprised. My father is no fool, but at times he wishes I were more of a goose. Or better yet, that I would change overnight into a sun. But if the lady in our story is clever, should she employ her wits for good or evil?
I'm for good intentions. If we come up with an interesting woman, it would be a shame to write her as evil.
I agree. Too bad it's only on paper. I'd like to meet our lady in the flesh. Well, just about finished.
Well, let's have a look.
Not yet. Something's missing.
What?
A picture. I don't trust myself with proper illumination, but I think I can handle a sketch. Especially if you'll be my model.
Oh.
What? And what on earth do I have to do?
Imagine a beautiful lady is standing before you, and you are courting her. What would you do?
Strip
I'd
naked.
keep what I do to myself. But how about something like this?
That's a good answer. Watch her be an amazing artist, too. Just throwing that out there, right? Hey, Progenitor. Hey, chat, will you please draw me like one of your French ladies?
Well,
If you'd be so
now we're
kind.
done.
Finally. I'm sore all over.
Your suffering is over. Come take a look at what we've done. Your reward.
I'm gonna be a furry, aren't I? eloquent lady and a bad dancer. Oh my god. Wait, how many stories did they write? So there would probably be a different story for every one of the selections that we did. It is known that anyone can point out someone's shortcomings and bring shame upon them, but only if you can point out someone's faults in such a way that the unfortunate person notices them without causing public ridicule. I will tell you of a lady who mastered this art. She was only clever and quick in speech, but also young and beautiful to look at. When she appeared in society, men flocked to her. The young men asked her to dance and offered their arms. The older ones asked for her hand in marriage and offered what little old men could still give to the young lady. Suddenly a young man asked her to dance. He had a handsome face and fine manners, so the lady accepted his proposal. After a few steps, however, she realized that she had made a big mistake. The dancer seemed to have 2 left feet. He stumbled, tripped, almost fell several times, and despite his apologies, the lady found dancing with him a torture. The other dancers noticed this and began to whisper and point in their direction. Any other would have embarrassed him with indiscriminate words. She might even have told the other ladies to watch out for such loser. Not the lady in my story. What does it matter if he's a bad dancer? She said to herself. Others may dance with ease, but they also drink with it, indulge in dice and light girls. Better had a bad dancer than a good drinker. So she smiled and said out loud for the others to hear, "Young sir, I would love to keep dancing with you, but I wore the wrong shoes today. They're pushing me so hard that I can't go on. Please escort me out of this into the fresh air." Her dancer quickly understood what she meant by that remark and hurriedly walked with her to the door. Everyone was present thought perhaps she was going to give him a hard time at the door or give him a well-deserved slap. The lady and her dancer, however, did not return to the entertainment that evening. Oh my. That's a fun story. That's a lighthearted, nice story. It was great.
So what about that story of ours? Tell me your impressions.
Too bad there aren't more books like this. If there were, I might end up turning into a scholar.
Really? I'll take that as the highest possible compliment. And what about the sketch? For such a slapdash job, it's not bad, right?
Slapdash.
Oh, it's pretty, really. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that.
I know I'm no master illuminator, but otherwise, I think we can be quite satisfied. And thank you for the help. I really enjoyed it.
Well, so did I.
Uh-oh.
And for that matter, you're an interesting girl, and I'd like to get to know you a little better.
No beating around the bush. How about that? Please do stop by sometime. I wager it will be enlightening for both of us. Perhaps I can show you my collection of hunting trophies.
Oh. Okay. You learned courtliness? Uh-oh. Wait, did I just screw up Teresa? Oh, God. Oh, no. That was all innuendo. Yeah, it was all innuendo. Yep. I think we're okay. I was going to, like, reload it. But I think we're okay. I don't think we did anything. Yeah. Okay. Teresa who? Hey, I'm giving Teresa a chance, dude. I'm giving Teresa a chance. Yep. We're gonna see how Teresa was. Okay, we gotta get out of here. We got stuff to do.
It hasn't been safe around here as of late.
All right, so now we are off to the next main story, which is infiltrate the city council, find out how to get to the city council from Mint Master Vavak. Let's go. Is Teresa even in the game? I have no idea. Maybe not. I don't know. I would hope so, but I don't know. I don't know.
Hey, have you killed? Hey, are you the devil himself? Pay, and you shall go to heaven.
Man, that's great, because I've done some shit. All right, so just make some money before we die. We're good. Okay. Hi, Ulrich.
Glad to see you again.
You have the gall to show me your face again? I'll call the guards.
Hold your horses. I'll come in peace. Actually, I have a little offer for you.
You've come to blackmail me again?
Call it what you like. I need to get into the City Council Assembly, and I reckon you can help me.
The Assembly? The one King Sigismund is supposed to attend in person?
Surely you wouldn't deny me a chance to meet the king?
Don't try that on me. This is connected with Ruthard, isn't it? And tell the truth.
Well, I just want to climb the social ladder a bit. Nothing wrong with that, is there?
And could you not choose a different occasion for that?
Have you forgotten I have you over a barrel? If you want to keep your position and your head on your shoulders, you better shape up.
All right, all right. Maybe we can make a deal. If I get you into the council, you'll behave appropriately and you won't betray yourself, or especially me. And that will be the end of our business together.
I must have misheard you. Our business will be over when I say it is, not before. So pull your head out your ass and see to getting me into that assembly.
All right, Jesus. No need to lose your temper. You can get into the council assembly.
Yeah, I'm not done with you. I'm not going to make a deal with that. No.
Serving there.
No.
He's roughly around your age. Maybe he can be persuaded to let you stand in for him.
Persuaded.
Although, not everyone would want to give up an opportunity to serve the King of Hungary.
Who's this boy?
Franta's his name. Franta Cooldown.
Franta
He's an
Cooldown.
idler and a boozer, but he's proved his worth as a waiter. Which reminds me, you'll need his letter of permission to serve in the council. Otherwise, you won't be let inside.
Okay. What do I need for the job?
What will I need to work as a waiter there?
Fast feet and good manners. And the livery of a royal waiter.
Excuse me?
Or do you think you can serve the king in a torn shirt and muddy hose?
Well, no. But I never heard about any livery before.
Our usual waiter had a brand new livery made specially for meeting the king. Don't even show up there without it.
Where can I find the cook's boy?
He's supposed to pick up his new clothes at the market today from Master Tailor Schneider. You'll almost certainly run into him there. That is, if he's up and about after his boozing bout. I swear that fellow practically lives at that Tin Hen.
Oh, perfect.
The what?
Okay.
That German alehouse, the Iron Eagle. That is Zum Eisernen Adler.
What would work on him? How can I persuade him to give me his job?
Would you like me to give you a letter for him? I told you how to get to the assembly. Now do your part.
I
be
do
going
want a
then.
letter.
See you
You've
at the
lost
council.
so much rep with
Just
this guy,
make
chat.
sure we both come out of it alive.
Oh, my lord. Okay. Cool. Oh.
At CohhCarnage, this quest has a secret ending to the game, but you have to do some pre-work to smuggle something to the meeting.
Oh, do you have to like... I don't want to do that this run. We'll look into that later, but I'm guessing it's something to kill Sigismund. I was wondering if we could somehow kill Sigismund in this. And I wonder if that would make an ending, but that's wild. Okay.
The best wares on the market. Come and take a look.
Yeah, don't spoil it, Mr. NX. Yeah, I don't want to know about that.
Indulgences condemn all Christendom to eternal torture.
50 years? Wow, not a better community to spend time with and be a part of. Y'all a treasure and keep doing what y'all doing, Co.
Thank you, Eternal
Much
Knight.
love and good vibes.
244 with the 50 months. Thank you, buddy.
Put him in the stocks.
Peasant fights. 1 sec.
Have him.
I'll hack your arse off!
Man, it's a 2-on-1 too.
Bastard.
Oh,
Curva!
The executioner's sharpening his axe for you.
We'll finish this quickly.
Who's that man?
Why did you do that?
Shame on you.
Hey, stop fighting!
no.
I'll be done with you in a flash.
Oh God, a brawl.
Hey!
Mutt!
I'll beat you to a bloody pulp.
Beat him for that.
Now we finish this! You let him on nicely!
Kick shit, you mad fool.
Yeah.
What? I apologize.
What are you lying here for?
Careful. God grant you health.
Someone's lying.
Today.
Let's go this way. I always wonder where are the guards. The few times we've done a lot of peasant fighting here on this channel, very popular. The few times that I've seen the guards show up, they'll make a comment like, "Oh, better let them work their energy out," and just kind of stand back and watch. Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Honey pie!
My respects.
Delicious pears!
Here they are.
Greetings. I'd like to...
Surely you can wait a while. I have a customer here. Here you are. The finest fabric. Intricate work. You won't find the likes anywhere else in this town.
No more than I'd expect after the amount they cost. Thanks. I'll gladly recommend you if anyone asks. And you impatient fella, what was it you wanted?
Your clothes.
You must be Franta Cooldown.
I am. And who might you be?
I'm Henry. I heard you're supposed to serve at the City Council Assembly.
I am. What's it to you?
Supposing I took the job on for you. You can put your feet up, fill your belly, and I'll do all the work for you.
Look here. It's not like I'm all that keen on it, but it's well paid. Apart from that, it's a bit of a pain in the arse. Them councillors stuffing their faces and guzzling wine, while I run around like a bugger with pitchers so they don't run dry. Why would you want to stick your nose in there?
A wonderful day for a wonderful person.
I want to see the king in the flesh.
Why's that?
I heard a lot about him. How he won lots of battles, how he's courageous, just...
And as bad-tempered as the devil. He's got the councillors shitting themselves, fearing what's coming at this assembly. The more I think about it, the happier I am about not having to be there. To begin with, you'll need confirmation that you've worked as a waiter at the council and you're capable of serving even His Majesty. Look here. Do you have any idea what's expected of you? Can you tell different wines apart and that?
Well, to tell the truth, I'm not exactly an expert.
You're off to a great start, but whatever. If you make a mess of it and the king has you whipped, you've no one to blame but yourself. Show the confirmation to the head butler. Tell him I sent you and think up some good excuse. Clear?
That makes sense.
And you'll need a waiter's livery. I had a brand new one made. Here it is. I look like a prick in it. Hopefully it'll sit better on you. The main thing is, don't lose it before the assembly or get it covered in shit.
Thanks. I won't disgrace you, I promise.
You better not.
Okay, so he said right when we get there, report to the head waiter. Okay, do I do that? I'm assuming I do that after we meet with the guy, then. I hope. We're gonna do a save here. Go take a bath? I don't think we need to. I think we're pretty clean. But am I gonna have to put like a whole new set on? Let's see. Oh, you know what? Maybe we should go wash. Let's do this first. We just saved. Let's do this first. Where's the closest place we can wash here? Is there anywhere nearby? Oh, one second, guys. Okay. Let's go down there real quick, and we're going to wash up. Moshi moshi.
Where's here? Sound as a bell.
You don't need to wash? Well, to be fair, I might be a stinky stinkerson. Yeah. Yeah. Do. Cohh is very stinky. I am. Boom. Beautiful. Okay. We are so clean, it hurts. Hey, Kavo, what's up, buddy? Grizzard getting his sniffa on. Sniffa. The sniffaist. Do 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 do. The heck? One sec. Just tried to gift a sub and Twitch gave me a very strange error message. Let's try that again.
You're always welcome here, noble sir.
Thanks, bro. Let's go up to E. There we go. Boop. Nice. Nice. Goes. Figure out what's up. Boom. 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 Probably boom and boom, I'm guessing. Do we take everything else off? Oh, I probably should wear some shoes. Need some better boots, y'all. Okay. Looking pretty dapper. Can I add more to get our charisma up? There we go.
Franta Cooldown sent me. I'm to stand in for him at the council assembly.
Franta's not coming? What's wrong with him?
He got poisoned. Probably from food. He's writhing in agony. By turns praying and cursing, spewing from both ends.
Oh, that's enough. All right. At least you're here.
We can't be without a waiter here, when the king himself will need waiting on.
So, let's have a look at you. Have you got Franta's certificate?
Sure. Here it is.
Everything's in order. Now, about your livery. You've got a waiter's cap, a tunic you have. Hose are good. You can put your steel aside in front of the council chamber, along with your other stuff. You won't be needing it anyway. You don't want to be dragging a load if you're running around tables. Everything as it should be. Glad to see it, lad. Do you know what your duties are? For an inexperienced greenhorn like you, it'll be a great responsibility.
I'll be happy to learn.
Well, I'll happily listen to any advice. I wouldn't want to foul things up.
I should certainly hope not. Now listen. A good waiter should stand in a corner, look willing and ready, and not get in anyone's way. In short,
Behave as if you're not there. But when one of the gentlemen calls for wine, you run and pour it for him on the double. You'll find the pitchers on a table by the door to the chapel. You take one and go to their table and pour for them. White Cohh or red monastery wine.
White or red, by the door to the chapel. Got it.
But for Councillor Adam of Zarzhitz, you must not pour at all. When he drinks,
oh God,
he disrupts and makes trouble. So the assembly has to be interrupted, or otherwise it never reaches an end. We can't allow that to happen in the presence of the king.
All right. Sir Adam of Zarzhitz stays dry.
And if the king himself wants wine, you pour for him with lowered eyes. Don't look at him. And the most important thing?
Remember who wants what?
That too, but more importantly, do not disturb the councillors at their work. They have a lot to discuss. And in general, a good waiter has to be invisible, blind, and deaf.
Oh? I thought I had to keep my ears pricked.
Well, yes, but only to what anyone wants from you. No excuses, and provide everything that anyone wants from you. Understood?
Absolutely. I'm a waiter, after all. Not some street gossip monger.
Correct. And if you manage not to botch it up, you can even rise on the social ladder. Not just anyone can serve the King of Hungary, but you'll manage it, right?
Okay,
I know
let's
everything
do this.
I need to. I can do it.
Excellent. Put away your things here.
It's going to be hard to like
serve
pay
with a
attention to
lighter
this because
load.
I'm so interested
You can
in
wait
it
in the cubbyhole for
and the other
servants.
stuff. Oh Lord. And knowing Warhorse, there's probably about 10,000 different things that can happen here.
There are the pictures of wine. Hopefully I won't splash anyone's shoes.
Wait. Did I just lose a quest? What just happened? What? Oh, they took your items. Oh, okay.
And on top of that, the army was requisitioning from it. Should the town reserve have worse weapons than any räuber in the domain?
I apologize,
What are you
sir.
getting at, Eldris?
Which wine?
I'm saying that the bandits who freed Hinnick, the Dry Devil, used that thing. That Hackenbücher. Hand cannon. Can you believe it?
Good, sir.
Where did they get them?
You're the one who should know where
Thank
they got
you,
them. Since you're a gunsmith.
What are you implying, Friedrich? All I'm saying is that they had them, Herrgott. It is eine Schande when outlaws have better weapons than the city garrison. And Herr König surely knows this too.
What is it, Eldris? You smell a deal?
What I smell is that your stubborn heads do not realize what Schwierigkeiten this
I
is.
fancy some Tokai.
The Dry Devil
Refill,
is running
boy.
free. There are Raubricker everywhere in the region. We have the
sorry,
army
sir.
bearing down, and
Orders
you
from
want
above.
to defend
This is
yourselves
unbelievable.
with a few rusty halberds.
And who is it you want to fight? Exactly. The merciful King Sigismund is providing us with protection, isn't he?
Der König and his army will not be here forever.
Shut up!
What's up?
The
Pour me
king
red
can
wine.
arrive at any moment. What if he heard you?
What then? We're sitting atop the biggest silver heap in the kingdom, and we're supposed to defend it with brooms?
You're right, Eldris. But where can we
Sir?
get the coin for better equipment?
We can always confiscate the property of the king's
thank the
enemies.
Lord.
Nicht wahr?
We are more than familiar with the jämmerlich state of our armory. And the king is surely aware of it as well. Maybe if he waived some of the taxes?
The king fears that this town will rise against him. He'll take the arming of the city's militia as a preparation for war.
So you suggest we just wait with arms crossed for the Raubritter to wreak havoc all around?
We can always ask the king to bring order to the realm with his army.
But then the Dörfler will rise up.
Time out. I don't know about the secret ending, but you can tell me after we're done with this section. I don't want to know about it while I'm doing it, but when we're done with it, we can talk about it a little bit more. Also, just real quick, somebody said Captain Mad Dog Griffin. You had quests get lost from this? Okay. Well, I think we're good. Oh, no. Okay, you're good. You're good. Right, we're good. We're good.
I'm afraid I see no solution of the current situation. We shall wait and see what His Majesty thinks about the matter. Maybe we can change his mind. Vielleicht?
I'd like to report to the Honorable Council on the cleanliness of the city and the state of the public baths.
Hey, waiter, pour me some monastery wine.
I'm sorry, sir.
Isn't it the same
Orders
thing?
from above.
This is unbelievable.
So, the cleanliness of the city is not what it should be. The current baths in the city fall far short of covering all the citizens' needs.
You're right. We do have the new
everything
bath
all right?
hop ring, and Adam's old ones, but I hear the hop ring baths are more of a pigsty.
They still are a bit, but the quality went downhill.
I need something from you. There is an item in my study that I confiscated from a female thief. She thought she could wriggle out of it by telling
I don't
me
care
who
about
the
this.
item belongs to.
And what is it?
A silver goblet. She sneaked into Sir Ulrich's house and stole it. No one's noticed the theft yet. But if Ulrich finds out, he'll turn the city upside down to find the culprit. Go and get it. And don't you make a mess there, understand?
Where can I find this goblet?
Use your eyes and come right back with it, understood?
The need for cleanliness and citizens' health should not be underestimated.
Nor overestimated. If someone needs to wash, there's a river just a few steps from the city wall.
Certainly. And they can get leeches there for free as well. And while he's there, a man can shave and take a... you-know-what.
So what? Going to the baths is neither a civic duty nor a right.
Have you forgotten the Black Death? A great many people died needlessly.
Are you questioning God's plan?
Nice.
The Black Death had nothing to do
Whose
with
silver
the baths,
might this be?
unless the Lord wishes to punish the wickedness.
Did I just find the secret ending? Did I just accidentally find the secret ending?
That's going on it.
Okay.
Keeping the city clean is important, but we don't have money to spare. Arguing about who is going to...
So, did you...
is a waste of time.
I did, Master Bailiff. Here it is.
Not so loud. Show it here. That's it. And now go back to your job.
A rifle? Do you ever walk the streets here? Sewage, rats, slop, and rubbish. The least we can do for the citizens is to provide them with a place to wash up.
What nonsense! Next, you'll want me to serve wine to everyone for free, too.
Why not? In Jerome Nas's earthly paradise, everything would be free.
Don't put words in my mouth.
Gentlemen, let's agree to disagree. What if the king heard us?
I got word that Rutard has pulled off another deed.
That's nothing unusual. That old weasel will never accept that the city isn't run his way, at least until His Majesty honors us with
Cohh,
his visit.
and the
But
full
as we
cop.
know, Gunslin absolutely hates him.
He can hate all he wants, as long as he does no damage. Ulrich, what have you got to say about it?
Me? Well, I'm not sure what you're implying.
I'm speaking about the Rutard incident.
thank the
You were
Lord.
there, weren't you?
Oh, that. Just a small misunderstanding. We've sorted it out and everything's settled.
My ears must be deceiving me. Are you defending Rutard? Besides, if his men attacked
Waiter,
yours, as
pour
I've
me
heard,
red wine.
then we have a good reason to punish him.
What happened there? Leave nothing out.
I don't like Rutard, true, but in this case it really was nothing.
Everyone in the city gossiped about it.
Thank
I heard there were several dead.
Did you? That's grossly exaggerated. I don't think Rutard will cause any trouble. He is sensible enough not to...
This guy could not sound more defensive and skeevy right now. I love it. I absolutely love it.
attention to himself while the king is here.
Hey, waiter.
That's true.
Pour me some Cohh.
Because if we don't do something about him, the king himself will put an end to him, and soon.
Unless he puts an end to us first.
Sir?
God knows what he wants to tell us.
If nothing happens,
Well, thank the
there's
Lord.
no point in dwelling on it. Let's move on.
Things have got out of order in the town. Some adventurers decided to take the law into their own hands and restore the tradition of duels. It's not only barbaric, but also illegal. I could understand it with
Boy,
mercenaries,
I'd like some
students, and other scum of all kinds, but city councillors?
Be specific, Forsooker. Are you blaming one of us?
Ah, and look who spoke first.
Sir?
First of all, it wasn't a duel. It was
Don't
supposed
hang
to
around
be
me.
an honorable
Vanish,
combat.
you hear me?
And I didn't even take part in it.
And that's the only reason you're still here on the
As you
council
wish.
and not in the pillory.
Sir Ulrich?
If you want to blame
Go,
somebody,
go. I don't
you should
want to
point
see
the
you
finger
again.
at the youngster here who's...
Excuse me.
Ah, never mind.
I suspect the gentleman from the
apologize.
city's sword-fighting school brought this
Hey,
custom to us.
waiter.
It's now run by the German Menhart.
Refill, sir?
Who
Do
knows
you think
who
I come
that
to the
fellow
council
is?
just to guzzle
Don't
wine?
be
Come here.
ridiculous, Forsooker. You act like you've never been in a fight yourself.
What can I help you with, sir?
I left my gloves in the chapel. I took them off to pray, but then I rushed here and forgot to take them. I can't just get up and walk out now. But if you disappear for a little while...
My words exactly. The town council is squabbling constantly at the
That was
Emperor
easy
Charles,
enough. And he wanted
no
me to
one is
count
left
the winged
unscathed.
figures.
And you, as
1,
councillor,
2,
let people
3,
throw dirt on our
4,
work?
If I threw out everyone
5,
who complains over a beer,
6,
I'd soon be out of
7,
customers.
Ah, to hell with
8,
it. We'll never get anywhere like this. Why waste our time?
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm gonna say 4. Oh, I can't save the game. I want to say 14. God, does that count? 15? He's got wings. No. No. I'm gonna go with 15.
So, let's see.
I found your glove.
Really? And did you count those?
I counted 16, sir.
And did you count all the monsters and animals?
Oh, I thought you meant only the angels.
Go back to serving wine, blockhead.
There's the eternal dispute over the cathedrals. The building of the church is dragging on, and in the meantime, they are calling diocesan
I'm a blockhead.
pilgrimages to settlers, right under our noses.
You there,
Just the
that.
village with the monastery.
A cup of red.
And they are going to mock a royal
Don't
mining
you
city.
skimp
Why
on me.
can't we build faster? Hire more craftsmen, start with night shifts.
Haven't you noticed there's a war going on?
Sir?
Are the experts from far off supposed to work in a city under
Just
siege?
regular Henry Day.
Besides, I get the feeling there's something other than the welfare of the city behind your complaints.
Oh, you do? Do you? And what would that be?
Like, for instance, that you'd like to have your own altar there?
So what if I would?
Hold your horses, gentlemen. That space in the side nave is mine.
Then hell
Why?
freezes over, my
I'd like
friend.
some white.
Your place is at least 2 steps behind mine.
A swordsmith dares to insult me? Ha! I think not.
Excuse me? You wanted to buy yourself an altar in the cathedral,
Sir?
just like you bought yourself a seat in this council.
How dare you?
It's you?
I acquired
I see
my
you've come
seat
up in
for
the
the
world.
services
From a
our
bathhouse
guild
boy to a
provided
waiter.
and still
You'll go
provides
a long way.
to the crown.
Well, I hope you're not supplying equipment to the army.
Might make councillor
If that's all
one
they
day.
have, they would be defeated by the
You're a
bunch of
merry
ne'er-do-wells
soul, lad.
from the
I
alehouse
like
on
that.
Obrink.
What ne'er-do-wells?
Those wrestlers of theirs, of
I know we've done peasant fights up until now, but we might have counselor fights. Mods, get ready.
People from the whole town go to watch the brawl.
Oh, this is news to me.
Because it has all been sorted out. Not long ago, the guards raided and threw them all out.
Ah, yes, I had forgotten. What do we have to
I'm sorry.
apologize, sir?
I wasn't paying
Which one?
attention. Are you colorblind? White.
Jeez.
Good, sir.
Thank you, waiter.
I'm telling you, something is being planned.
Oh, I doubt it. No one's gonna tackle Rootard.
Oh man, that could have been bad. Markvart definitely knows our face. Dude, what a scene. Go! No, lower your eyes, Henry. Lower your... Okay.
You have nothing to fear. Not you.
Like this man of falls!
There it is! Oh, God. There it is. Oh, that was awesome. What a cool scene, man. Oh, it was so good. That was actually fantastic. The myth, the man, the legend. Wait, are we gonna play him?
Come now, father. Put a little life into your dying. I've seen more cheerful priests at funerals.
I'd rather be at one than here. I hoped I'd never see this fortress again in my life.
Unpleasant memories?
You have no idea. I didn't part ways with my father on entirely good terms. 20 years ago.
And now you're 2 decades older and wiser. At your Ujit's parish, you spread the word of God to your flock, and you saved my neck and Henry's too. I'd say your father should be proud of you.
None of that matters a damn to him.
Who knows? Maybe that 20 years has changed a thing or two.
You know what? Let's drop the subject. Do you know any of the guests here?
Most of them I'm seeing for the first time in my life.
Hey, Max Photo.
It's a pretty varied company. We've had bandits, nobles, burghers, a priest, and even a rabbi coming together here. It's like the start of some joke.
I was going to say, that's definitely a joke. Okay.
Rabbi, you say? The Kuttenberg rabbi?
Yeah. He came with a retinue. But for now, they keep him mostly to themselves. Maybe you should go and welcome some of them. After all, this used to be your home. And you're a spiritual man too, so you should have something in common.
I wouldn't be too...
Hey, do you believe in God? Oh, me too! That's so cool! What's your God like?
But I suppose I can try.
I feel like that's every time Christians meet. I'm pretty sure that's what happens, right? Y'all like shake hands, then Yeah, okay. Who's that Frenchman?
Who's that French fellow you brought
Stacey
here
Beebe.
from Malishov?
The great Baron Brabant. Been everywhere, knows everything, and has the keys to half the kingdom. He's got more fairy tales than my old nanny.
Can he be trusted?
He's a blabbermouth, but a harmless one. Besides, he defended Kuttenberg, and you know how that went. If he were on Sigismund's side, he'd hardly have been locked up with me.
What's it like to be free?
How does it feel to breathe free air again?
What can I say? You can never truly appreciate freedom until someone locks you up for a while.
Or until you become a priest.
No fear of that in my case. I intend to enjoy life to the full. Wine, women, and song.
What are you gonna do now?
What do you plan to do now you're a free man again?
What do you think? Get drunk, woo one of the local wenches, and wake up in the morning with no hose and a head like a church bell.
Okay.
Have you perchance forgotten we're supposed to be deciding the future of the kingdom here?
I'll leave that to the older and wiser. And duller.
Dear me. I'd rather creep off into some corner with a full wineskin. But I suppose I'll have to introduce myself to the rest of the guests, eh?
Indeed you should. After all, you are one of the lords of Raborsch.
Oh, don't start with that. I'd like to steer clear of the old man as long as I can.
In that case, you should sound out Radzig and Hanush and find out what they're actually planning.
Okay. Damn. I was not anticipating this at all. So, after arriving at Raborsch, Godwin finally had the opportunity to meet Baron Brabant, who until recently was Lord Capon's fellow prisoner at Malshov. Capon suggested to Godwin that he try and welcome representatives of the Kuttenberg's Jewish community to the Raborsch meeting. The old and respected rabbi arrived accompanied by a young man who seemed not at all comfortable with being among the nobility. Okay. Hey, John of Liechtenstein. Hello, noble. Guards. Anna of Waldstein. Waldstein, excuse me. You need to stay with the Steen. Waldstein. Hello, Samuel.
Such rare guests. One wouldn't expect to find among Christians representatives of your community. I'm Godwin. My greetings to you.
Peace be with you. Neither would one expect a priest here. And yet...
How do you know I'm a priest?
It's not difficult to tell. After all, we have much in common. And we are both a little on unfamiliar ground here. I'm Yehuda,
nice, Katie, right there.
leader of the rabbinical court in the sacred community of Kuttenberg. And this is Samuel, my aide.
Who would rather not be here at all. Why did we have to come here, Sadie? Can you not see everyone is staring at us?
This is our Samuel,
I
feel
quite
Because we all need to help each other in this time of need. And why would they not stare when you are frowning so?
I need more water, stat. I have been out of water for like 2 weeks. I'm gonna get some more waters. Are you trying to negotiate better terms?
Do you want to make use of the council to improve the status of Jews in the city?
Not at all. However, we would like to give the council something it is sorely lacking. The situation in the town and the kingdom is unsustainable. The whole land is on the brink of destruction. You have men and weapons. We have the means to sustain them.
Why are you telling this to a Koimer? You wanted to deliver what we brought to the Margrave and quickly leave.
Everything in good time, Samuel. We have just arrived, after all.
Did you come to lend money to the lords?
Not to lend, but to give. Help given to the needy is repaid only by God.
You don't even know if you can trust them. With that money, we could have paid mercenaries ourselves.
You remind me of my young friend Henry. He's a bit of a hothead too.
Henry? That messenger of Radzik Copula?
You know each other. You're both around the same age.
That would be him. But we did not get off to a very good start.
Well, maybe you'll get to know each other better. He should be coming here later, by the way. For a young stripling, he's been through plenty. It's not so long since his parents were killed in Skalitz. He was supposed to become a blacksmith, and instead, he's roaming the world, risking his neck at every turn.
Wait, a blacksmith, you say? From Skalitz?
Aye, that's right. Did you know anyone there?
I knew of someone. A blacksmith by the name of Martin.
Whoa!
My daughter knew him most, and that is why Samuel is in this world.
Wait, what?
For our numerous
That's his half-brother?
Maybe he was my father, but he certainly didn't act like one. Ma raised me on her own.
Oh, shit. Oh, I guess they wouldn't be related by blood because Martin was Henry's stand-in or stepfather, I guess. But dude, this means that Martin left his biological son's life to raise Henry? Oh no. Like, dude, can you imagine Sam's position? Like meeting Henry and being like, oh, you're the guy who my dad went off and dadded instead of me.
Nice to meet you. And that
yeah, there's going to be a lot more, I hope, but...
Why? He should have taken care of me, but instead he fathered another bastard.
Wait.
Don't make hasty judgments. As far as I know, Martin didn't have any other...
Yeah, don't spoil, please, chat. Don't spoil, please.
At least, none of his own. He took in Henry and raised him as his own on the orders of the Lord of Skalitz, Sir Radzik Copula, Henry's real father.
I don't care if he took care of 20 other mamsas.
That boy's blood father denied him, just like yours did to you.
A person can't choose their parents. And Henry only found out about it recently.
Enough. I'd rather have a drink. Will you have one too, Zayde?
For that, there will be more suitable times.
Excuse me. I'd better not drink.
Better communion wine than kosher, is it?
No, I don't want to get me drunk. I don't want to get Godwin drunk. I don't feel like that would be the best decision. Gotta take everything. All right, I want to make sure there's no one else we can talk to here. I think we're good. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Chat just brought up a really good point. Godwin has such a high drinking stat that he is actually most likely better when he is drunk. He has a 24 drinking stat. Oh no. Yeah, I probably want to get a little drunk, actually. Just a little though. Just a little. I love how I denied drinking with those guys and then I walked over and got myself a drink. I should drink it in front of them while maintaining eye contact. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, I just lost a buff. What buff did I just lose? Oh no. Hold on. Hold on, I'm gonna do this real quick. I'm gonna save here. Okay. And I'm gonna load at the beginning. And real quick, I want to see what that buff was that we lost when we drank. And then we'll load that game we just did. Because we definitely had a buff on us that we lost. Yeah, you can see there in the bottom, right there, in the bottom left. We have something on us currently. Demand. You're an alcoholic. Your strength, speed, and vitality are reduced by 3 until you have a drink. Plus, your stamina is a little slower to recover. Long-term abstinence will cure you. Okay, that's what it was. Damn. Oh, that's rough. It's way too real, dude. All right, where are we going next? Meet Brabant. Make sure we talk to everyone else in this other room, too.
I'm glad you finally accepted my invitation. I almost lost all hope.
It's not that I didn't want to, but understand that my absence from the city council would have serious consequences.
I understand. I appreciate your coming here all the more.
I'll have to justify myself before the council and come up with some reasonable explanation.
To your health, my friends! Maybe you can say you were investigating a conspiracy against the crown.
I was thinking something like that as well.
Oh, there's Yopst. Look at him just chilling, being a wallflower with his little hat. You're dirty. You're dirty. Dirty, 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 dirty man. Okay, let's go. Hi, alehouse mate. Okay.
Good health to you, sir. I'm Godwin, a friend of that lad you arrived with, Henry. We don't know each other.
Baron Vauquelin Brabant, Chevalier d'Arezzo. The last of my line. I am a warrior, a traveler, a strategist, and also, à ma manière, a poet.
My word. Isn't that exhausting?
Mais non! And I'm glad to meet a new friend.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Baron. I knew right away we'd hit it off. How did you end up imprisoned in Malashov?
Ah, c'est une histoire compliquée. It was...
Come on your feet.
It was after I heroically led the defense of Gothenburg, and only lost it narrowly by an unfortunate turn of events.
That needs some explanation. What unfortunate turn of events?
Oh, misère. It is clear you have never been to war.
Here's the thing. I have.
You're quite mistaken, Monsieur Baron. I have.
Ah, je suis désolé. This Bohemia is a strange land. I have seen farmhands, children, and even women fighting. But the clergy? Sainte Mère, do tell me about it. No doubt you fought on the side of truth and honor.
My last big battle was in Kosovo.
I've heard of this battle. Many great men fell there.
Aye. And it was there I decided it was nothing for me. So I settled down in the presbytery in Ujits.
Then, what are you doing here, at a meeting of opponents of the crown?
Ah, the Lord moves in mysterious ways.
How good is KCD2 as a standalone game? Amazing. It works even better as a companion to KCD1. KCD1 plays like chapter 1 of a 2-chapter book. So, like, is KCD2 on its own amazing? Yes. Is it better if you play KCD1 first? Yes. But it's amazing on its own, too. But it is better if you play the first one first. Yep. You said you were a poet?
You say you're a poet? How about a verse or two to amuse us?
Jamais. Is poetry nothing but a fuss to you? Is a poet a gesture for amusement?
Yes. And if I'm not amused by a poet, then honestly, I don't want that poetry in my life.
I think not.
Oh.
To recite, I require the proper mood.
Whoops.
And besides, few here would understand me.
Okay, where have you been?
Where have you been on your travels? Have you seen the ocean?
But of course! I was born by the sea. If you are interested in my greatest journeys, then I have traveled with a merchant caravan all the way to the Ottoman Empire. And if you are interested in my greatest deed, then that was perhaps saving the life of the King of France.
And you wouldn't by any chance know the Pope, personally?
Which one do you mean? I spoke briefly with Boniface IX when I was sojourning in Rome. A pleasant fellow.
Wow. Real quick, I have to see something. You guys see anything above that? Right there. You see anything above that? I don't think so. Okay, cool. No. Thank you, chat. Cool. Thank you. Yeah, I've got this, like, I just looked back and realized, like, I use a green wall. You know what? I'll just show you. Why not? I use a green wall. Boop. There it is, look. But if you look right there, there's a little black mark. You see that? See that little black mark? Little teeny tiny black mark. But apparently, if I put it on, it's gone. Do you see it now? Is it there? I can't see it on my side. See nothing. It's just gone. I guess maybe the green drowns it out or something. I don't know. Whoop. There we go. Okay. That's plenty of Cohh. You don't need me any bigger. All right. Anyway, how come we haven't heard of you?
How come almost nobody here knows you?
I am operating, as they say. Incognito. My great benefit is my strong connection with the French court. There, everyone knows my name. Here in Bohemia, I'm still building my reputation, slowly, but surely.
Okay, I can't get over this. Jobst is wearing a crown, right? That is a freaking crown. How does he get away with that? Like, I heard way back in the day, it was like, you did not do that when there were kings where you lived. Oh, he's a royal prince. He is the actual prince and he rules Moravia. Oh, so he's way above, he's bigger, he's like a super noble. Okay. Okay. So he is actually royalty, not just like, okay, great. Just making sure.
Dear friends and allies.
It's like a mini crown. Yeah.
In these troublesome times, you all know why we're here. The question remains, what to do next? Sigismund is facing troubles in Hungary.
Last thing I'm going to say, keep in mind, this guy is wily and he switched sides like twice already. He's not good. And his voice acting is amazing. Let's go.
And here, too, he is up against resistance. He's a capable strategist, but a poor diplomat. Mark my words. If we wait him out until winter, he will leave of his own accord.
By winter, he'll have torched all our fortresses and carried off everything that we possess.
Are we seriously gonna wait and cower in a corner? Or are we gonna drive them out in shame?
Damn, get him, Jan.
A few well-planned raids and we could have him in our fists!
At what price? Have you got men to spare? Has any of you got men and money to spare?
Maybe when we're talking about open, like, rebellion against the king, maybe we shouldn't shout it at the top of our lungs. But maybe that's just me.
We don't have men out there.
Yes, we do.
We do not.
Jobst is right. That whole sun won't fall easily.
Only we can't wait.
Are we to get ourselves killed?
Or end with nothing?
Hey, this is not good. This is bad.
Do you have the news? I'm not going to sit
there. Friends, we'll get nowhere like this. Let's adjourn ourselves and try to think it through.
Meanwhile, we are getting more wine. That was terrible.
That went just as expected. Good health.
And to yours. Could it have gone any other way when there's so many of us here?
I would have expected a bit more sense from Jobst, of all people. He made an amateur's mistake. But it's hard to be angry with him when he's trying to ingratiate himself with everyone. By the way, I'm John of Liechtenstein. And you must be Godwin, the son of...
That's not a thing I've ever boasted of. How do you know that?
I have my sources. From what I've heard about you, I'd judge you could be quite useful to me at today's gathering.
Is that so?
Indeed. And that's why I'd like to ask
Wow.
something of you.
Straight to the point. Okay. What's this about?
It depends what it's all about.
A little delicate diplomacy. I expect we can agree that Jobst's plan has certain shortcomings.
That's a weak word.
And the way it stands at the moment, he'll never get the support of the council. But I have an idea how to change that.
Well, I'm curious how you hope to shut Zizka up and satisfy the ones who want peace.
We'll sit and wait quietly until Sigismund withdraws of his own volition, as Jobst proposes, but we'll be waiting in the military camp of our huge new army.
So, interesting enough, everything we heard about the mustering looks like it may be accurate.
When Sigismund sees that, he'll be off to Hungary all the sooner. At a gallop.
Exactly. Sigismund's army is demoralized and weakened. And besides, he's running out of resources. He's able to tackle fortresses that aren't able to defend themselves, but he won't engage an equal force on the battlefield.
But he can't retreat either. That would be a disgrace.
And that's exactly why we'll wait until he's called back to Hungary by events there. For the plan to work, we need allies, their money and their determination. We've already set the ground for it. We just need negotiators who will push the right people in the right direction.
Are you saying you set everything in motion even before Jobst?
More like in parallel, but without his knowledge. If we find support and make it look like the whole thing was his idea, we'll all win.
Am I standing? Yes, yes. I have a standing desk that I use every so often. Get the blood pumping. Why are you doing all this? You have an interesting way of thinking.
You've got an interesting way of approaching things.
You're certainly not the first to tell me that. I take it as a compliment.
Why are you doing all this anyway?
Because I want to put a stop to the senseless deaths. And also because I'm happier with Wenceslas on the Bohemian throne.
I'll help you. What exactly should I do?
I'll give you 3 names. Botchek of Kunstadt, Hamann Alder, and Anna of Waldstein. If you can get those 3 on our side, we've won the day. Meanwhile, I'll take care of Jobst.
What if it doesn't work?
Okay.
I refuse to even consider that outcome.
Thank you, Fenho.
Because it would mean slow but certain defeat for all of us.
Why me?
Why me, of all people?
Because you've got a head on your shoulders. You know how to talk, and you're not just out for your own good. You and your friend Henry are similar in that respect. That's why I know I can count on you both. There aren't many like you two left.
Tell me more about these lords.
Tell me a bit more about those people, so I know who I'm dealing with.
Certainly. Who do you want to start with?
Let's go right down the list.
Botchek of Kunstadt.
Hey, Jortachi.
I know the name, but I can't quite place him.
That's just the thing. He's got massive estates, great influence, but he holds back. He doesn't play the big game, because he doesn't like to take risks. He always goes for the sure thing. But once he's made his mind up, not even a pair of oxen will hold him back.
Hamann Alder.
Alder the Alderman. Wasn't he a Kuttenberg councillor?
He still is. The only one who retained his position after the city was taken. Only he's here, instead of cozying up with Sigismund in Kuttenberg. So his days in the council are numbered. But he'll continue to have a strong influence on the guilds and the rich burghers. And that's why we need him.
He has huge tracts of land. That's right, Grevin. What do you recommend, Monster Hunter Wilds or KCD2? Very different games. Like, and they're going to give you very different experiences. I'm loving my time in Monster Hunter Wilds from like an action farming perspective. But this game is one of the best immersive sandbox games I've ever played. So it's like, to answer your question, Monster Hunter Wilds or KCD2, I would need to know a lot more about what you prefer and what kind of time you have available. And like, you know, that's a question a lot more of just which one is better. The real thing I think you're asking is which one is better for you, and I don't have the information to answer that for you. Only you do. But I will say this, both games are awesome. I'm having a great time with both of them. So, particularly the gameplay of Monster Hunter Wild. Go watch my recent video on more Cohh. But no, both games are great. This, I will say that, like, it's kind of interesting. I was about to say, this is probably one of the best immersive sandboxes I've ever played. But at the same time, there's not really a game that does what Monster Hunter does better. So it's like, Monster Hunter Wilds is kind of the best version of it too. I don't know. One thing I will say this though. Monster Hunter Wilds currently has a whole bunch of issues with performance. So if you are on a mid-range machine, you might want to look at KCD2 for now. Yep. Okay. We already did this guy, but
that's just the thing. He doesn't play the big game. He always goes for the sure thing.
Okay. Always for the sure thing.
Anna of Waldstein. The widow of that rich mine owner. What was his name?
Wenzel Bartosz. And I'm not surprised you forgot.
I was quite surprised to see her here. Assemblies like this are more of
a male affair? So far, Godwin, so far. Anna is holding back and behaving like an exemplary young widow.
Yeah, KCD gets a big patch this week, we think.
She's got claws, she knows how to do her sums, and she certainly has no love lost for Sigismund.
Dang.
And what use can she be to us? Apart from her late husband's money, of course.
She's as sharp as they come when it comes to trade. And she knows a thing or two about diplomacy. There are wicked tongues that claim Bartosz acquired most of his wealth thanks to her. And that it was thanks to her that he died, too.
Wow.
I'll get on it then. Wish me luck.
I wish us both luck. Before the day is over, the die will be cast.
Success to our plans.
I love how he just pulled out a full cup from behind his back. Oh, we're drinking? Okay. I got a cup right here anyway. Cheers. Back there. Get support from Anna Hammond. Okay, we gotta talk before we save before we talk to these people. Oh God, we spilled it. Was it you? Noble? Was it you? Oh God, he's a ghost. All right, let's go. Can we talk to Hans? No. Can't talk to you guys anymore. Oh, we can talk to Samuel again.
Everything all right? You look a bit out of sorts.
I can't wait for it to end so we can get out of here.
I reckon you'd have to be pretty brave to come and mingle with the Kuttenberg lords.
Or pretty pissed off.
Or that.
We will leave as soon as we can. Anyway, all of these worthy gentlemen will be relieved when we are out of sight.
Would you tell me something about your community? I haven't found out much so far.
What can I tell you? It was never exactly glorious. And now especially, everyone is quaking that what is still left to us will be taken away.
Surely it won't be that bad.
There are many fools who would rather take out their gall on us and start to fight among themselves. In times of uncertainty, it is always the sons of Israel who are the first to be stricken.
Oh. Is that Jurassic Park? All right, let's see.
God be with you, noble lady. There's something I'd like to ask of you.
God be with you. What would that be?
Why did you murder your husband?
Diplomatic support. And your money.
No beating around the bush, eh? I like that. But what do you want my money for?
Margrave Yob's plan has some gaps, milady. We need to gather enough resources to...
To muster an army that Margrave can't afford on his own?
Christ. Be praised. You're astute.
I should say so. All sorts of people have their eyes on my money, and divining their intentions is a necessity. Although, between the two of us, it isn't hard to figure out what Liechtenstein is after.
Nurga says, has KCD 2 have the potential to overtake Cyberpunk as your favorite game of all time? No. And the reason being is because although this game could be one of the best games I've ever played in all time, it is not my preferred IP. I am not a... If given a choice between games, historical fiction is right at the bottom. It has nothing to do with the devs or anything like that. It's just, I will always prefer fantasy or sci-fi or post-apocalyptic. That's just where I am. So, and also to be blunt, like this game is awesome, but I mean, Cyberpunk did some incredibly awesome things that this game isn't doing. So, you know, I mean, no, the short of it is almost assuredly not. I need to finish this game first, but almost assuredly not. Yeah. How do you know about Liechtenstein?
How do you know Liechtenstein is behind it?
I know most of the people here very well. Many of them certainly have doubts about the Margrave's plans, but they wouldn't dream of stating them aloud. While it seems that Lord Liechtenstein, on the contrary, sees his opportunity.
I'd say you have a better nose for people than most of this crowd.
Not only for people, but also for good food and wine, and beneficial deals.
Then you've come to the right place, madam.
Then you're in the right place. This occasion provides all of those things.
The wine here is average. The cooks lack imagination. And I have yet to hear any interesting offers. So,
I like her.
To the point. What is it that Liechtenstein wants from me?
Nothing more than support and resources for an army to parley more effectively with Sigismund.
Nothing more? I'd say that's plenty. And why ask me for help? Why should I, of all people, take the risk?
Plot twist. The entire KCD universe is just a brain dance in CP2077.
I would pay someone a small amount of money to make a mod for KCD2 that mods in the NPC Male V from Cyberpunk and adds a little cutscene at the beginning of him being confused why he's here, and then just plays the rest of the game as normal. just the very beginning, V is like, whoa, what's going on? And why do I sound like Henry of Skalitz? And then the game just like, that's it. That's the whole thing. It'd be the ultimate immersion. New lore just dropped. And then when the game ends, it just opens Cyberpunk. That's it. It just opens a Cyberpunk game. Like right after the ending cutscene, it just opens Cyberpunk. And that'd be it. That'd be the whole mod. That's it. Wake up, peasant. That's right. We have a city to rob and murder and pile. You've got money, but you're wise as well. There we go.
It's not only your money we're interested in. You're well able to negotiate and trade. And if you were to take part in our plan...
Then I'd be helpful to you on two fronts. If you want me to support you, you must give me a good reason. Perhaps a favor in return.
Do you have something in particular in mind?
Well, one of the guests here has something that shouldn't get into the wrong hands.
Who's that?
Harmon Alder. Now, if you were to switch these papers for the ones he brought with him, I would support your proposal.
And these papers I'm supposed to switch, what do they concern?
My relatives somehow dug up some trade contracts between myself and certain undesirable parties.
You were dealing with the enemy.
They were not the enemy at the time. My conscience is clear, but I'll rest easier when those papers are in my hands.
I'm supposed to rob an ally.
Haman Alder was given the documents to deliver to the council. He hasn't yet had a chance to look at them, so he won't even notice the difference.
And the papers I'm supposed to plant on Alder?
Just insignificant documents. If the incriminating ones disappeared without a trace, it would arouse suspicion.
Have you fallen out with the town councillor?
No. Alder is innocent in the matter. My relatives from the House of Bartosz are behind it all. They're disappointed that I dared outlive my husband, and the fact that I'm handling his estates makes their hair stand on end.
All right, I'll help you. Or at least I'll give it a try.
Alder will surely have the papers in his saddlebags, which he left in the shed on the outer courtyard. Bring them to me, and put these there instead.
All right, nice lady.
But watch yourself. Odorin's groom has eyes everywhere.
And Bier bitte. Nobody has the likes of these.
Hey, I'm just gonna step outside for a minute, guys. Is this the way? Is this the right way? Going for a little walk. Just a little tiny walk. More wine is required for this mission. More wine is required for everything. Not just this mission. Forged documents covering up the questionable dealings of Lady Anna of Waldstein.
God bless.
Aren't you a bit bored?
What's your problem? The horses are fed and watered. I'm not idle.
God forbid. But standing around here must be a pain in the arse, no? You might get thirsty.
Not really. What of it?
Shall we roll some dice? I'm sure you can take a little breather, eh?
Well, all right. But just for a little while. I'll wait at the table over there.
Go. Where'd he go? We gotta play dice with him.
I'm seriously curious about you, lad.
Lad? Bro? Oh my god, we have to play legit, actual dice? I don't know about this.
Well, you're not afraid of anything.
Okay. Oh my god. Bro.
Here.
What are you doing? Bust. Bust. No! You
It's
bastard!
yours.
How much are we playing for? Oh god. Twos are bait. Never take twos. One, 2, 3, 5, 6. You son of a motherfucker. 1, 2,
Let it be now.
2,
I want to play too, you know.
Man, I mean, we could do this, but we're not really. Yeah. Fine.
Like this. Damn, what's this?
It's our chance. Oh, we got him, chat. We got him. We got him. GG.
My god, why? Why do I even play?
I agree. Why do you? Anyway, I'm out of here. Wait, can we just go up this way?
I've got those papers from Alder for you.
Quiet! You don't have to announce it to everyone.
Right.
My lady, with all the clamor going on here, I can hardly hear my own thoughts. Here they are.
You're more capable than I expected. Thanks for the help.
You're welcome. And now you're part of the bargain.
As agreed. I will support Liechtenstein's proposal with both words and money.
Okay.
Thank you, noble lady.
Why is Henry so
Yes,
old now?
quite.
Time skip.
But let's drink to our bargain, Godwin.
I mean, his name is Godwin.
How could I refuse a toast with such a fine lady? To your health, Lady Anna.
And to the success of our efforts.
More drinking. I'm gonna get so drunk, chat. What if I have a hair in the dog on me? I hope so. Okay, next up is Adler. There's John. Who's this guy? Oh, I can talk to you now.
I'd like to check your horses out and see if they're as good as you say.
Ha, even better. But you won't believe it until you see for yourself.
And you might not believe your eyes when you do see them. Well, well, we have a new guest.
I wanted to...
You wanted to apologize for crashing into my home without it by your leave. Or to arrest my guests some more?
I want to have a word with Alder.
Well, I'm having a word with you.
I apologize, Father.
For interrupting our conversation? Or just for being you?
Is that your...
Unfortunately. Speak up then. What are you doing here?
I came with a delegation from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Is this a joke?
Why so strict, Martin?
20 years ago, he was nothing but a cheeky brat, only interested in wenches and booze. I got him a place at the Archbishopry to have some sense beaten into his head. Only it wasn't long before they kicked him out. And then I find out he's settled in some backwater parish in Sassau. But he took his boozing and whoring along with him, lost everything, and then came creeping home again. Huh?
Try saying it again a little louder. They might not have heard you in the outer courtyard.
You have the impertinence to show me your face after the way you disgraced our
Sit
whole
down.
family?
You're exaggerating, like you've always done.
Me? Exaggerating? You're the one who turned my home into a house of ill repute. Your whores wandering around as if they owned the place.
Oh, actually, anything fun was strictly banned under your roof. But maybe you ought to try it yourself sometime. Then maybe you wouldn't be such a bitter old grouch.
You're dishonoring your host.
Oh my god,
I can't
dude.
dishonor someone who has no honor. If you had any, you'd be...
That's enough.
Christopher.
You won't get away with those insults. I challenge you to a duel.
Okay.
We've never met, and we have no cause to be enemies. Take back your challenge, and we'll sort things out peacefully.
You've got no other option. You insulted Father's honor.
Gentlemen, surely there's no need for violence. I can have a word in private with Lord Odorin, the second, as he desires, and then...
Out of the question. This uncouth lout needs a lesson, and he's got plenty to learn from Christopher. By God's grace, I have at least one son I can be proud of.
You want satisfaction?
Wow.
You'll get nothing but
Okay, you
shame,
know what? No.
as always. Suit yourself.
No, we're doing this.
We'll fight. Come to the outer courtyard, but quietly. They don't have to put on a show for the crowd.
After you.
Well, that's that. Now, where were we?
Shouldn't we rather...
No, Christopher will sort it out, you'll see.
Make room for us. We'll just settle a very private matter. It's an honorable duel, man against man. Stay back.
Yeah.
You don't know which
Who
end
told you
of that
that?
thing is up. Cover your right side.
You've got a
What the
gap
fuck
there
was
I can
that?
drive a cart through!
They teach you that in the seminary?
Just like in Kosovo!
What the?
Charge and no mercy!
Not bad for a priest.
Left arm lower!
Who taught you that?
Stand firm! Otherwise the first strike
Fucking
will
hell.
on your arse!
They teach you that in the
Swing
seminary?
with your whole arm, not just your wrist!
We're like we're telling him how we're giving him tips while we're beating him. That's great.
What's wrong with your legs?
That will do.
What's wrong with your legs?
My God. Where did you learn to wield a sword like that? Father always said you were a good-for-nothing boozer. But you could teach sword fighting in a school.
I was in a war. Right after they kicked me out of the archbishopric. And you ought to know yourself. Not all the faults that Father sees are real.
Aye. Well, I apologize for going off like that. I had to, so that...
So Father would be satisfied. I know. Only he'll never be satisfied. The sooner you realize that, the better.
I thought he was the way he was because his first son let him down. And he hoped at least his second would become something.
Not at all. I remember him the same since I was a nipper. When I was 6 years old, I fell off a horse and broke my leg. He wouldn't talk to me for a week because I'd let him down.
At
The first
6?
time he took me hunting. He let me starve for 3 days until I was able to shoot my first hare.
Only 3 days. He got soft.
I always wondered who you were.
Wow.
There was never much talk about you at home.
Look, I really did fuck up everything I could. I brawled and boozed until they threw me out of my own parish. But now, I have a chance to put things to rights a little.
And that's why you want to talk to Alder.
Aye. The outcome of this war depends on it.
That sounds very important, considering you and Alder are both pretty small players. After your encounter with Father, it won't be easy to get to Alder. Actually, I don't think you should even attempt it. Unless you want to anger Father even more.
What else can I do, though?
I'll talk to him myself. He'll hear me out for sure. But you'll have to trust me. And tell me what it's all about.
Oh, see now, this is assuming that he, like, I have a feeling we're going to tell him everything, and he's just going to go to his dad and just tell his dad everything. So I don't know enough about this guy to make that choice.
Do I have any choice?
If it's really that important, you don't.
All right, then.
Oh, okay, we're just
You've
doing
heard
it.
Yob's
Okay.
plan, right? It's a nice idea, but we can't wait around without an army to back us up.
Only no one's going to pay for one, because that would be an outright admission of rebelling against Sigismund.
Alder's got some clout with the councillors and burghers who are loyal to Sigismund. If he agrees, they'll follow.
I expect Alder's not the only one.
Look at all these people in chat saying, it's cool, he's your brother. Yeah, the other guy's also his dad. Like, what? And we're the brother he just met 35 seconds ago, and everything he's heard about us has been shit. So, I mean...
You're after.
You got that right.
Leave Alder to me. The plan sounds sensible, and he's no fool.
I don't know how to thank you.
You can drag me to a tavern sometime. Pa doesn't need to know about it.
Well, that sounds good.
You're starting to sound like a brother.
Now let's see if he actually performs. Wait. Look at our boys over there. Nice. Is he gonna do this now? I kind of want to see what the dad is gonna, like how the dad's gonna react knowing we won the duel. Talk to Anusha, and then we'll go back out and talk to them in a second. Oh. Okay, so we just can't do anything here.
Couldn't she tell him to go to hell
Okay,
herself?
cool. So I guess that was it for now. Huh.
May I have a word with you, sir?
You? Anytime. With you, at least, there's some sensible conversation. Unlike this pack of conceited upstarts.
Have you got something against the Kuttenberg nobles?
Their forefathers lived up to their ears in dung. But thanks to the royal mines, they were born with silver spoons up their asses. And they think that can turn their blood blue.
I don't think that's how that saying
Surely
goes.
they're not all like that. And they are our allies.
Allies or not, someone ought to show them their place.
Young Lord Capon is finally free again.
Butt
Let's hope he'll
spoons.
take better
That's right.
care of himself now.
He got a harsh lesson. But at least he might remember to lay off that tomfoolery of his for a while. But if not, war will make a man of him soon enough.
Do you think there's really going to be a war? I mean, a proper one.
Thank you, Aaron.
Not
Appreciate
just
you, buddy.
Sitting around and talking about it.
I sincerely hope so. Whoever sits around risks nothing. It's time to get off our asses and take action.
What do you think about Jobst?
Are you testing me? Jobst called this assembly and he wants things to turn out well. We have to trust him.
To turn out well for whose benefit, though? Some are up to their elbows in silver and blood, so others can live in freedom.
Better make sure you're among the latter, then. And in the meanwhile, help the former to keep their losses to a minimum.
Uranium Bullet. Yeah, I mean, you know, the last few years have been pretty great for some of those types of games. We got Stalker 2 at the end of last year. This year's been a lot of fun with KCD2, and we have some good ones in line. Hopefully we'll get Larian's next project soon. In Exiles is looking really good as well. We got Outer Worlds 2 later this year, so yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see. Is that cat falling off the cat tower? Yes.
Godwin, you wouldn't be avoiding me. We didn't have much time for conversation on the way here. Let's rectify that.
With pleasure, sir.
Slosta 2?
As it happens,
Chernobyl 2?
There's something I'd like to ask you.
Okay.
What are you expecting from today's gathering, my lord?
Well, I have no great expectations. But, all going well, we may be able to establish some joint steps towards the future. As long as we proceed without prior agreement and mutual support, we will be very unlikely to achieve any progress.
Hold on, let me see if that one is melted.
I couldn't help but notice your son has a bit of a talent for getting into trouble.
To put it mildly, but not to do him an injustice, knowing young Lord Capon, he undoubtedly contributed to that more than a little. Although, if they didn't pull each other out of trouble, God knows where they'd be now.
Wise words. Still, Henry's come a long way on a thorny path. I trust you're rightfully proud of him.
You know, I am. And Martin would also be glad, even though Henry chose a different path than he.
May God grant him eternal rest.
Why didn't Divish of Talbert come?
Where did you leave Sir Divish? Surely he's not too old to miss out on such an event.
Haven't you heard? Lady Stephanie is with child. No one even imagined Divish would produce an heir at his age.
As they say, doesn't matter who kneaded the dough, as long as there's a pie in the oven.
Godwin.
Well, it could be a miracle.
So,
praise the Lord.
Funny story. We did not in our playthrough, but you very much can sleep with Divish's wife in KCD1. And it's this timeline is a little suspect. Uh-oh.
Take a look at that.
And apparently sleeping with Divish's wife, we have now confirmed, is most likely canon. Okay. Well. Look at Henry siring bastards all over the place. Good for him. Just like good old Da.
Hey, where's that beer?
We're trying to forge an alliance against our common enemy.
They're trying to do...
You seem a bit out of sorts. Anything wrong?
Oh, these grand aristocratic assemblies are nothing for me. I'd be happier if they just told me in the morning how it all went and what my boys have to do next.
But then you'd miss all the grub and the booze. And the gossip.
Oh, and have you heard anything interesting here?
Yes, I'm going to tell him everything, because I like him.
It seems Liechtenstein's looking for allies. For his own ends.
And how's he gonna do it? Didn't you see them all fighting tooth and nail here just a while ago?
Well, different approaches work with different people.
The only approach that'll work with Sigismund is open resistance. Maybe on the field of battle?
Let's hope young Lord Capon manages
Dude, I love
to stay
Žižka.
free
He's
for
awesome.
a while longer. Ever since leaving Ratai, he's gone from one pile of trouble to another.
That's one thing you can always count on him for. I'll gladly wager with you he'll end up in some other shit by evening.
God forbid. Henry's not here now to pull him out of it.
In that case, it'll be up to you. I'm sure you wouldn't leave him to disgrace himself in front of Hanush.
A lot of people think the wealthy burghers will stick with Sigismund, whether out of fear or convenience.
Well, that's to be expected. As long as Sigismund has the city council under his thumb, no one will rock the boat.
Well, at least there's a few individuals here, like Ruthard.
Sigismund confiscated his castle and half his estates. That'd be enough to make a man mad. Not to mention that his son was killed in the siege of the city.
Hmm.
The Lord be with you. What do you need?
Need to play some dice is what I need. No, we're good.
Hey, innkeeper, that beer?
Sir Bocek, I need to speak with you for a moment.
A man hardly puts his cup to his lips and someone comes along to put a flea in his ear. Jobst comes up with a plan as full of holes as a beggar's shoes, and now you're all jostling to win me over for him.
On the contrary, I've come here with an idea how to improve it.
Does that improvement include a few thousand men-at-arms? If not, you can go to the devil with it.
A few thousand men-at-arms has a convincing argument. And 100 horsemen on top. Only in order to get them, we need coin.
You've got my attention, but not my money yet.
Don't worry, it's not just your money I want to draw on. Believe it or not, we've gained other patrons for our cause too.
Really? Name at least one of those lunatics, then.
Anna of Volstein, for instance.
Truly? Well, let's see about it, then.
I wouldn't mention the word lunatic.
All right, let's discuss it, candidly. I have a lot of property, lots of subjects to look after, and along with that, the Lord blessed me with a large family. I can't risk it all in a conflict with Sigismund.
So you need guarantees that you won't be left standing in the cold if you openly oppose Sigismund?
My guarantee is called Yitka. She's my niece. If I succeeded in marrying her off to another strong house, I'll have the certainty that I won't be left alone.
Maybe it's enough to find a suitable groom among the allies.
Perhaps someone of suitable standing who Yitka would also gladly accept. I don't want her to be unhappy.
Good for you, Dad. Yeah. Oh.
I believe Liechtenstein is single.
And an uncertain party. Besides, he's inconvenient for Sigismund. Yitka could end up being a pawn to blackmail both of us.
Oh my god, are we gonna have to woo off Capon? Wait.
I'd be honored to oblige. I'm in my prime.
Forget about it.
Ha!
Even if by some miracle you could manage to sire children, you'd die before you could raise them.
The truth doesn't offend, my lord. But I had to give it a try. How about young Lord Capon?
He's a youngster still.
Watch the
What's wrong with him? He's young, he's handsome, women are fighting over him. Yitka will like him, and he'll give her a whole bunch of children.
And to half the wenches in his domain too, eh?
Hey. Yes. Okay.
On the other hand, the Lords of Lifer have a good reputation, and Hanush can always be relied on, despite his temper. Maybe it's not such a bad idea.
I'll convey your offer to Lord Capon. If he agrees, we can celebrate our alliance.
I don't care what the young lord thinks.
Hey, Chad, help this guy out if you can.
Hanush is the one to decide. If he agrees, I'll be happy to support your plan.
Pushing a friend to tie the knot to save the kingdom. Things have come to a pretty pass.
The kingdom will not forget his sacrifice. Now stop dilly-dallying and go and tell Hanush.
I'm gonna go talk to Capon first. Acidolphus says, hey everyone, JCBP. Acidolphus, good to see you today. So, about that life that you had envisioned for yourself that we talked about earlier.
I've got some good news and some bad news for you.
The bad news is there's hardly any females in this whole damned place.
Funny
There's
you'd
some old
say
bat
that.
standing there.
What if I could tell you that you would have a female for the rest of your life? Look at this. Look, things are looking up.
With two young girls, but she watches over them like a mother hen. So at least tell me the good news.
You're going to get married.
Good one. Is she at least pretty?
By the way, a little bit of a funny side here. Lord Hans Capon is an actual person in history. He actually existed. And in actual history, he married Yitka.
I don't know. I've never seen her.
You're really a barrel of laughs, Godwin.
Pretty fun.
Wait till Hanush hears this. Now.
Spoilers. Yeah, sorry.
Enough nonsense. Let's have a drink. To
In
your health.
Raptor Stream says actual history. Yes, this game is historical fiction, but obviously a lot of it is based on real locations, real people, and real events. So even though this is obviously a different version of the Hans in history, for instance, the real Lord Hans Capon, all of the events that happened in this game, he would have been 15 years old. So he would have been significantly younger than our Lord Hans. And on top of that, there are events that Lord Hans has done in this game that the real one had nothing to do with. So even though the character is real, it is a fictionalized version of him. Our Hans is not 15 years old in this game. I think he's like early 20s or late teens or something, but he is much older, and there's other liberties they take as well. Yeah.
And my freedom.
To your health, dude.
To your health.
Yep. How old is Henry? Henry is supposed to be, I think, around the same age as Hans. Yep. I think they're both like 20s. Early 20s. Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess it's happening. Let's go talk to Hanush. Thank you, Jalcat.
I feel quite thirsty.
Oh yeah, Jan Zizka is wildly. Oh look, she's giving him a little massage. That's so nice of her. Look, you can see how that chicken is like. Oh, that feels so good.
Take a look at that. A nightingale, Sir
Sir Hanush, I bring happy tidings.
You do? Let's hear it then.
I gained you an ally.
I've gained us a powerful ally.
And who is it? I hope it's not one of those Kuttenberg stuffed guts.
On the contrary, it's Bocek, the Elder of Kunstadt and Podjebrad.
Kunstadt? By Christ, he's the last one I'd have expected to step up.
Oh, by the way, somebody said a really good point about Hans Capon, is that the real one was 15, and actually in this game world, that's true. Children haven't been invented in this version of the KCD2 world. If you haven't noticed, there's no children in this world. They actually have not been created yet. In about 100 years' time is when children are invented. So in this world, everyone's just adults. And that's another liberty they take in the fictional universe. Yeah, that children are not real yet.
The hell did you do it?
It's a win-win situation, dude. It's fine.
Well, I explained to him how such an alliance could be mutually beneficial.
Mutually? What do you mean?
He's got a pretty serious personal interest in this... bond.
Stop beating around the bush and spit out what you promised him.
Lord Kunstad has a niece, so... I arranged a betrothal for young Lord Capon, with your blessing if you agree.
Hans Capon is to marry Yitka of Kunstad.
Okay, now we have to guess. What is his reaction going to be? My guess is he's going to be super, super excited that Hans is finally going to be put in a position where he has to be responsible. I think he's going to be elated about this. That's what I think. I think we might even get a "Are you yanking my pizzle" from him. What do you guys think? You think so? Okay, let's see. Here we go.
Godwin, you conniving old bastard!
Oh, fuck.
I don't believe it. So, young Hans is to marry Kunstad's daughter?
Niece.
If you're serious, I'll make sure that you get the rate.
Oh, I love it!
Or you could make me the abbot of Sassa. Or what about a bishopric?
Forget it. Soon I'll be paying for a wedding. Not a word to Hans. I want to tell him myself. But let's drink to it, shall we?
Cheers!
Cheers to you, and to your parlaying skills.
I love Hanush so much. The only thing I don't like about Hanush is apparently in real life, this is another real life character. Apparently the real life version of Hanush was a real asshole. he was I feel like Hanush is very likable in this game. Apparently he'd no. Yeah, no. Wait, can I talk to you? Who are you, Conrad? Hold up. Who is this guy?
Sir, I don't believe I've had the honor.
Nor I, until now. I am Sir Conrad, Lord of Wächter. And you are the heir to the Lord of Raborsch, are you not?
You are drunk.
Used to be. My father somewhat disowned me some time ago.
And I used to be the Royal Mint Master, until the king decided to replace me.
Oh. Interesting.
We've got quite a bit in common, wouldn't you say?
More than you think. If my memory doesn't deceive me, you serve as a parish priest. So I recollect, at least, from my recent discussions with Martin.
Served. That's in the past.
Even so. Before King Wenceslas appointed me his mint master, I was a priest. I was even being groomed to become a bishop.
And now look at us. We have cast off our robes and merrily hatched plots against Sigismund.
There's no point in waiting for divine intervention.
Iron Man says mint, fake money? No. He was the actual guy that helped mint the currency. Mint master is a position. He's basically the guy that oversees currency creation.
On the contrary, the current state of affairs demands quite a secular approach.
Do you think you might get your position as Mint Master back again?
I doubt it. Half the town hates Vavak, but no one would even think of saying a word against him. And he knows that his security stands and falls with his function, so he clings to it tooth and nail.
Are you going to support the Margrave's proposal?
I haven't quite decided yet. It's true that displeasure against the king is noticeably growing in Kuttenberg, but if our rebellion were to come face to face with Sigismund's army, I'd be
Dude is talking to me with his eyes more closed than open.
Risking my future, if not my life.
It was a pleasure to meet you.
Likewise.
Two drunks drunken it up. I love it. Oh. Oh.
Super chat. You should check out the real Jan Žižka. He is a Czech national hero until today. Crazy dude. He even had a woman, guess her name. Begins with K.
Catherine?
Burgers,
No
patricians,
kidding.
and
That's fun,
usurers.
man.
There were-
Yeah, I knew Zhishka was real. I didn't know Catherine was
Your
real.
niece Yivka can start preparing for her wedding.
So Hanush agreed, without reservations.
Indeed.
Then I will fulfill my end of the bargain without reservation.
Thank you, Lord of Kunstad.
Enough formality. We'll have a drink. What do you say?
You're damn right we will.
Cheers to the beautiful Lady Yivka and the unhappy Lord Cape.
Here's to a good bargain.
Ha! Just like marriage. Here's to a good bargain. Wow. This has been like such an incredibly welcome, fun experience. I had no clue we were going to go back to Godwin. I thought everything that we're seeing now, we were just going to hear from a side character about what happened later. Like being able to play through this and everything is awesome. Just awesome. This has been, the last hour has just been so wonderful.
But maybe you were right. It was probably not the best idea to gather all the lords under one roof.
At other times, I
I
would
am very
celebrate
drunk.
him.
Do I have any hair of that? I don't. Oh, God.
Hearing you admit a mistake, Margrave. But if I were you, I wouldn't lose faith just yet. Sometimes all you need to do is send the right man to whisper the right words into the right ears.
You mean you managed to convince someone? Someone influential?
Not at all. I managed nothing. But I have found someone who could pull a thorn out of our side and get some influential people to join our cause.
And who is this secret envoy of yours?
He's drunk, standing right beside you. It is me, Goblin.
I'm still hoping it works out
No?
and we
Oh,
walk
next
out of
time.
here with a clear plan. But maybe you were right. It was probably not the best idea to gather all the lords under one.
So I'm wondering, like, maybe there is a hair of the dog sitting around somewhere?
Why?
What? Jeez. Copper plate. Let's do this real quick. I wonder if we can go in this tower. Hey, Misu. How the guards aren't going to have any hair of the dog potion is beyond me. Let's go check the kitchen, see if there's anything there. Hey there, were the giveaway winners announced? Which giveaway winners?
Gathering wood in the forest. You know, by the spring where deer and boar go to drink. I reckon luck was on my side, because I managed to bring back a lot more wood than one person might need, if you catch my drift.
Ah, I see. As it happens, I'm nearly all out of wood. How about I stop by your place?
Aye, that's why I'm telling you. It has to be burnt quick, or it'll rot.
You're right, neighbor. That would be a waste of good wood. You really were bloody lucky not to meet any soldiers in that part of the forest. I heard they gather wood there themselves.
Are they talking about poaching or something else? For a second I was like, are they talking about herb? But then it's like, I don't think that was a thing back then. I think it's poaching. Yeah, okay. Okay, it's poaching. It's cool that you poach, man, but you ever tried poaching on weed? Let's go down here and see if there's anything. Oh. Some apples, some pears. Oh wow, we just can't open chests. Interesting. Taking those eggs, they're my eggs now. Some milk. Okay. I think we're good. Oh. Damn, girl, get that drink. Nice. Nice. All right. Let's go. Guess we're just going to talk to everyone drunk. Yeah, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. CJ stuck. I don't know why that is blocked. I'll look into that later. Thank you.
Still hoping it works out and we walk out of here.
Gentlemen, I think we can raise our goblets to the successful conclusion of the negotiations.
Is this supposed to be your secret weapon?
Like I said, miracles happen where you least expect them.
Thanks, Archer.
Tell me, Godwin of the House of Odorin, what news do you bring us?
I bring nothing from the House of Odorin. But the widow of Waldstein and Sir Bocek of Kunstadt will support our cause.
Both of them. Good heavens, what did you promise them?
This is going to be a long story, and I could use a drink.
Really?
So if you'll excuse me. My lords?
Uh-oh, something's about to happen. Hold on. Wait. That was a weird transition.
It would seem that we have all benefited from the break in these proceedings. New alliances have been formed. And I have also changed my plans. We shall still wait for Sigismund to withdraw his troops of his own accord. But we will wait with an army at our backs.
Yes. And how are we to raise an army? Wasn't it made clear at the meeting that no one wants to take the risk?
The only thing made clear was that each of us alone is weak, and that we could not find common ground. But that has now changed.
What?
King Wenceslas is, by the will of God, the Balbatim of all his subjects. Not only the Christians, our community, and not only ours, will give you coin.
The Kuttenberg houses are still loyal to King Wenceslas.
Oh.
We stand with Lord Ruthard.
And if that's not enough, the houses of Leipa and Kunstadt will unite and march side by side.
My niece, Yitka, will take young Lord Capon as her husband.
Applause, please.
Oh, Henry! How could you? That's your boy!
Lords Kunstadt, Hanush, Radzig, and I will set out immediately. God willing, we will be back within 3 weeks, along with an army.
Now those are words worthy of a nobleman.
My friend, I still believe that words are more powerful than swords. And our words will ring in 1,000 voices to the glory of King Wenceslas.
I want to be so happy right now, but I also realize that our leader is a literal venomous reptile. And it's like, he's like, yeah, I'll be back in 3 weeks. It's like, cool. With an excuse or an army? Like, oof. Like, you can't get excited with this guy leading us. You know? I don't know. Wait. Are you talking in game or in real life? Just from the events this character has had in the game. Like, in our Yopst, not real life Yopst. Our Yopst has already switched sides twice. So it's very, very clear that he is only out for number one. He has already betrayed us and then betrayed the person he betrayed us to. So, like, and that's already happened. So, yeah. We're in trouble. Look at Hans, he's so distraught. Oh no. He's so distraught. He's stun locked. That's right, Team KK. Oh, we're back to Henry? Oh, man. Oh, man. Where's my hat? There it is.
After we conquered the city, you promised to restore order immediately. And then I find out things are even more disordered than before.
Your Majesty, we are sorry. We will put it to rights.
You've already said that. I want to hear real solutions.
We will put more guards on the roads and toughen penalties. We can have a few captured bandits executed as an example to others.
We do not care about bandits. We care about rebellious nobles and burghers. What will you do with them? How will you solve the chaos in the town administration, the rebellious miners, and the dismal yields? And how is it even possible that a rebellion against the king is smoldering here in the city?
What do you mean, sire?
I hear the resistance is coming from the Jewish quarter, from right under your noses. Why haven't you done anything?
We don't know who is behind this. Without evidence, we cannot punish them.
Otto von Berghoff did not ask questions in Prague either. He acted. And I advise you to do the same. Find a couple of wretches in a hole somewhere, point them to the Jewish quarter, and give them free rein to do anything. The city's Jewish community was and still is on Wencesla's side. They need a warning.
We do not even have enough men to...
Marquardt, could you spare a few men for a while?
Of course, sire. I'll assign them to Eric. He'll take care of it.
So you see? All you have to do is make sure the city rebel get their share.
Damn, dude.
You could at least manage that, couldn't you? And if the thought should cross your minds that you would get rid of the debts to the Jewish moneylanders this way, forget about it. Your debts will remain, up to the last groschen. Only now you owe us directly. And while we are on the subject of money, has the yield from the mines finally matched last year's?
Sire, the deposits are dwindling, and mining is becoming increasingly difficult. And to make matters worse, the miners started rebelling.
Don't take us for a fool. They'll stop rebelling when you pay them proper wages.
Your Majesty, we can't do that.
Silence! How dare you oppose the kingdom's protector? You're a bunch of incompetent sycophants! Chicken shits! Not any better than the scum hiding in the forest.
I apologize, sire. I'll do everything in my power to...
All I hear from you over and over again are excuses and prevarication. And results? None. I therefore placed the city council under the authority of Sir Marquardt von Aulitz, who is present here.
Are we gonna red
with
wedding
immediate
this?
effect. He will make sure you finally do your duty.
No, okay.
Sire, that would be a violation of the privileges granted to us as a free mining town.
Silence! I am the only guarantor of your rights. You have to earn your privileges, not hide behind them.
I have used one of those same lines with my kids. Look at that.
During my brother's reign, this idleness was perhaps tolerated. But that is over now. You were given a few simple tasks. But instead of working on them, you idled in the baths and lined your pockets.
CohhCarnage,
and
that's
let
right.
the traitors cast their nets undisturbed. But unlike my brother, I am capable of creating order. And I assure you, I do not distinguish between those who stand in
Have I actually? No, real talk. So if my kid is playing the computer or something, he's playing Minecraft and they've got things to do, I will frequently be like, you need to earn that privilege, not waste your time doing it. Like, so I mean, basically the same thing.
Be they beggars, noblemen, or city councillors. You have 2 weeks to restore order in the
My
city
house is also
and
partially
increase
invaded by
mining
humans,
output.
yes.
I want clear results, and you answer only to me and Sir Marquardt von Aulitz now. No one else.
Yeah, the whole basement. I actually have a cumin infestation. I got to call a guy about it next week. They've been loud.
The council is dismissed. You, don't go anywhere, boy. Be so kind and remain here. Our throat has become rather dry. And we still wish to speak with our friend von Aulitz.
Yes, sire. As you wish, sire.
Between the two of us, Marquardt.
Oh, did it just save? Okay.
Was I not perhaps too harsh on them? And speak candidly. We have...
Surrender, you murderer!
You have killed King Sigismund. Although you died at his god's hand shortly after, King Wenceslas soon returned to the Bohemian throne. Jan Hus was never burned at the stake, and the Hussite Wars never took place. So everybody, I'd like to thank you for coming to our Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 playthrough. It has been an experience. Anyway, we should probably keep playing. Okay, whoops. Let's go. All right. Watch it. You see what it should do next time it does this is delete all your save games. Oh, dude, it's like actually bugged. Oh, it's playing a Mecha Break. Yeah, I think it actually froze. Oh my god! Wait a second. Did I watch it have corrupted my save game? And like we're gonna load our most recent save, and it's just gonna be that screen. Oh my lord. That the reason that it froze was because it was in the process of deleting all of my saves. Yep. Self-destruct. That's right. I love this game so much. The fact that you can even do that is amazing. Do 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 do. Okay. We went right for it. We did. Hell yeah, dude.
Between the two of us, Marquardt. Was I not perhaps too harsh on them? And speak candidly. We have had enough of false flattery.
Sire, you were harsh, but rightfully so. These counselors, they need to be shown their place. You suffered their insolence for far too long. And the same is true of the Jews.
We know. Otto repeated to us several times that it is time to strike against them. We are glad he's not here.
Oh, no way! Really?
The first game also had a secret ending in the beginning. If you went to prison in Skeleton, Henry would die under the siege of the Cumans at CohhCarnage.
That's cool. I never knew that. That's fun.
He would be intolerably self-satisfied if he knew we had heeded him.
Boy, can't you see the King's cup is empty?
You tend to us as if we were infirm. Boy, pour us a monastic wine. We have concerns, friend. The Hungarians are rebelling. Our army is falling apart, and we have enemies here on all sides. Would we had a proper army instead?
Oh, I wonder if there's poison somewhere we could have done too.
They cannot be relied upon.
Do you not want any?
And we are no closer to our goal now than a few months ago. Thank you. It is a good day. If our father were still alive, he would have been astonished by the mess that a few years of Wenceslas reign brought to us. With a single word, he would have put the nobility in their place, and the country would flourish. God grant him eternal glory.
We won't need much more time. We'll arrest the traitor Odorin, and the rest will fall in line.
You say the others will be brought into line, but what do you know of them? We know only a few of them. But there's a fortress standing on every damn hill here. What side are their lords on?
We'll find out soon enough, sire.
If only Wenceslas were not such a stubborn ass, and relinquished that throne that he has no use for anyway. The nobility, on the other hand, found a ruler like him very useful. They made a puppet out of him.
I hate saying this, but I actually, like, if it were an actual real decision, I would never be on Wenceslas's side. Like, putting a puppet leader is never the answer. It's never the right answer. Like, I kind of hate the fact that, like, Sigismund is the bad guy, but, like, I would never, if given the choice, want to reinstate someone like Wenceslas. Like, that sucks. That's the only part about this game that I feel like kind of sucks.
All you have to
Like,
do is
I understand that
promise
they
them the
couldn't give us
privileges
that
they lost
option.
during
but-
Wenceslas' reign.
yeah.
First, they'd have to be willing to make peace, at least among themselves. Jobst does everything he can to sow chaos, so that he himself emerges victorious in the end. This business makes me thirsty. Pour me some of that red, boy.
I think Jobst is just waiting for the right moment. He'll switch sides when it suits him.
Maybe. But first I'll have to conquer a few more cities, and get a couple more lords on my side. Then they take the threat of war seriously.
Do you have the resources for that,
And
though?
Hungary. If Bohemia is a wasp nest, then Hungary is a...
Yeah, hopefully we're going to hear about him having to leave.
You will follow in his footsteps, sire.
Looks
As
like the
soon
lords
as you
have
get the
arrived.
chance.
Huh.
But the wine is good here. To your health, Margaret. And to your health too, boy. May your children grow in the land ruled by a good king.
Thank you, sire. You are too magnanimous.
Why? You did a good job. You can be proud of yourself.
To your health, your majesty.
God, this is so surreal, man. Sitting, like, we're serving wine
First,
to the king we're trying to take down with the guy that killed our parents.
We're working on it. While the consul was meeting, Otto von Berghoff and his men set out for Raborsch. Alderin won't give you any more trouble.
He and Ruthard are in it together. Once we get Odalin, we can handle Ruthard easily. Raborsch will be yours. After all, Otto has already got Malishov.
I appreciate your confidence, sire.
But the devil knows there are a lot more strongholds to conquer.
I already know all about our
For
other
the king
meeting.
red wine, boy.
No, we shall have white. We have had enough of red.
White it is. Quickly! If Raborsch falls, others will follow.
I think von Berghoff's little contraption will find its use again.
If need be, we could use it to raise this town hall too. And I have some suggestions for other candidates.
Not so fast, my friend. It's a wondrous tool, but we can't rely on it forever.
But to bring it here to the square and point it at the city hall? Those sycophants would only benefit from a warning like that.
It's a splendid idea, but it won't be necessary. The councillors are quite fearful enough already that they can hide nothing from us.
There's been enough fretting, sire. You shall see. Soon we will drink to the conquest of another fortress.
You are right. So then, to victory. And you, boy, will you drink with us? So that you shall have something to tell your children and grandchildren.
To victory, sire.
To today's, and those of the future.
I really hope that whenever we get to whatever's going to happen to Sigismund, that he comments or remembers this moment where we drank with him. God, I hope he remembers. Oh, that'd be so cool. Now we know that they know. Oh God.
Reminding the Lord of Kirkstein.
I sure did. But should made sure everyone heard.
And who is this young man?
Now we close our doors for the evening. People here know what to do. There'll be plenty more tomorrow. Saturday will wake up in a somewhere with a mighty hangover.
I am not drunk. At the French court, I drank many
How'd you like her wine, Chevalier?
The art of winemaking has a long tradition in La Belle France. Recipes are passed on from father to son, and each generation brings them to perfection. I myself was practically raised on wine. How many I have tasted. Even the French royal court took note of my refined taste. The king himself had wine delivered for his table according to my advice.
This guy, just like everything he says is boasting. Every single word this man says is boasting.
I expect his lordship had the best barrels rolled out. Now, if he'd only known he had a real connoisseur here.
Best barrels! Mon ami, this wine would perhaps be suited to the infirmary, where it would suffice for cleaning wounds and easing pain. For that, the taste is of little consequence.
Baron Vakru Voku. Damn it. Your name is unpronounceable.
The sausages were awesome. Delicious. And when those two girls
You in need of something, my well-oiled friend.
I'd like to drink a toast with you to our joint success. As they say, all's well that ends well. So, to brighter tomorrows.
Touching.
Come now. What's become of your poetic soul?
I never had one.
Truly? Not even a little?
Well, maybe once. The older I get, the worse it is. Give me a few more years and I'll become a professional mourner.
See now. I'll gladly drink to that with you. Only there's nothing to drink. We've run dry.
Fuck. I've got a tongue like a slice of week-old bread after all that gabbing.
Well, get something wet for us then.
His lordship is so unsteady on his legs, he can't make it as far as the keg.
To hell with that keg slop. Your father surely has something better stored away. I had my eye on him all evening. He had pictures brought from somewhere for himself and his closest friends, and left the rest of us to drink cheap dregs. Try and find one of those pictures for us, eh? I'm sure you can manage that.
You can bet on it. I've got a nose for booze.
I don't doubt it. Get sniffing quick.
Wow.
Like I said,
I'd rather eat well. Good wine on the table is a compelling argument.
pull up your skirt. And I'll be done. Forget it.
What are y'all doing back there? Hey!
Keep going.
So you keep saying, Holy God, Holy Mighty One, Holy Immortal One, have mercy on us. O Angel of Christ, Holy Guardian and Protector of my soul and body, forgive me every transgression which I have committed this day, and deliver me from every craft of my enemy and adversary. May I not anger my God.
I'm not yucking anyone's yum, but is this some kind of kink I haven't heard of? What is going on right now?
Any sin, the Lord Almighty grant us a peaceful night and a perfect end. Amen.
Come on. Finished? Pull up your skirt.
I have no idea what's happening.
But good wine on the table
All right.
is a compelling argument.
Where is the dude
I thought your Alicia was brown-haired, though.
that we got to steal the wine from?
So you see?
Where's good old dad?
I'm filled with grease. The roast was calling out to me, begging to be eaten.
Is that us just randomly farting and burping all the time? Is that... Oh, okay.
Sorry, have you got some time to spare?
From cleaning up this pigsty? Anytime.
I've come to rescue you from work and responsibilities.
Really? Why don't you save that sweet talk and tell me what you want?
Well, it occurred to me we could maybe spend a little time together.
Of course. What else? Do you play dice?
You mean strip dice?
You strip if you like. Either way, you'll end up bare-arsed and with an empty purse.
All right. Let's have a game.
I love this game so much.
I'm curious to see you play.
Okay.
Why would he do that? If he was so craven as to run away from the first army that crossed his path, he would never have made it all the way here.
There! That turned out all right.
Bust.
That's enough for me.
Wow.
To keep Sigismund from murdering the lords one by one. If an open battle breaks out, it will be a fucking bloodbath.
Dad, I fear we're in trouble.
And I'm telling you, we won't get rid of him that easily.
Good game.
Everyone's being too hopeful here.
I need help with
Dang.
Do you know where I might be able to find the wine pitchers? I mean the ones with the really good wine that the Lord saves for his nearest and dearest.
And you're one of those?
I should say so. I'm his son.
And I'm the king's daughter.
Rude.
Anyway, I don't know nothing about no wine. In case you haven't noticed, I'm sweeping the floor, and I'm about to mop up vomit. Try asking my ma. She's the cook here.
I wonder, like, I wonder how differently that can go. What's going on out here? Oh, it's all the same?
Just look at him.
You can hardly stand straight, Martin.
Bullocks. You're changing the subject, so you don't have to admit I'm right.
Oh, Dry Devil, what's up, dude?
Having a good time? Fucking bore. These old farts here have no idea what fun is.
Well, what are you missing? There's wine, food, even a few females worth the sin.
I'd rather have a game of dice. Or a good punch-up.
Well, let's have a game then. But for what?
For coin. What else?
Let's make it 50 groschen to spice things up.
Nice. If I'd known you had that kind of coin on you, I'd have pinched it long ago.
Oh, really? If you aren't drunk at this point, you have higher Riz, and you can sleep with her and her mother and a couple of other people all on the same night. Oh, wow. Okay. Jeez. Well, there you go. No, we're gonna try to do this.
Good day.
Okay. Come on, 850. Oh. Wait, we received 50 groschen. I guess, yeah. Instead
Want
of
to
losing
roll
it.
some dice? Sure.
Oh, wait, no, not again.
Playing for coins a bore. You got anything else to wager?
Yeah, I might have something. But you'll have to bet at least 20 groschen against it.
And what might that be?
Let's keep it a surprise. You won't be sorry, though.
What the?
You bet.
Okay. Okay. Is it strip poker? We can only hope. Okay. Well. Dang, dude. Owned. Whew. Get rock shot. Wow.
God be with you.
I think we just busted. Yeah, we're not winning this one.
And with you.
Okay. Oh. Oh. I mean, we could take this, but do we want to try to go for the win? Ah, we got to do this. We got to.
And with you.
Oh, I hope he doesn't win right now. Can we do it again?
Sure.
Oh, we can't.
I don't. Oh, you can.
Dude.
With you.
Oh, what was it? What was it? No. Is it? Steal. I can't steal. It's probably a badge or something. Probably. Oh, we can reload. Let's try it. Doing it live. Achoo! Excuse me. Was a literal carrot? Are you serious? I really hope that's right. I really hope it's an actual carrot. Can we talk to you?
Break through their lines.
Penny's dad, she is amazing. No question. Hi.
So from
Do you play? You mean
you strip if you like.
I want to try to beat her. I wonder what happens if we win.
I'm curious to see you play.
She beat us last time. Carol, good to see you. How are you? Welcome. Oh, Jake too. And all of you guys. How nice of you. I don't even know what that means. Oh. Hey, Zerbor, what's up, buddy?
That's enough for me.
Thanks, Eddie Ain.
Why would he do that? If he was so craven as to run away from the first army that crossed his path, he would never have made it all the way.
I feel like we gotta risk it. Yeah, we're doing it.
Well, you're not afraid of
If
anything.
we roll a 1, we've got it. Hell yeah.
Curva, why do I even play?
I need help. I mean, the ones with the...
And you're one.
It's not for me. I'm just supposed to bring the wine to one of the distinguished guests.
I see. And if it evaporates on the way, it won't be your doing, eh? Anyway, I don't know nothing about... Try asking my...
Okay. So nothing's happening there, unfortunately.
You couldn't think of a fancier name.
Ajuzet beer? What's Ajuzet beer? Huh. Hey, noble. Man, we are just party farted, aren't we?
But I'd rather run my own affairs.
I understand. Let's at least drink to your success.
And let's drink to the future of Lady Yitka. May her marriage to Lord Caithan bring her happiness.
They're young. They'll have plenty of time to cultivate that happiness.
Well, the groom isn't looking too happy at the moment.
Oof. Oof. Damn, we are hammered. We are very hammered. Yes.
I'm right. Greetings.
Hi.
Good evening, my esteemed lady. I haven't yet had the opportunity to make your acquaintance.
No matter. I know who you are. Although Martin hardly spoke of you, from what I heard, I could conjure up a pretty good picture.
No offense, ma'am. But whatever picture you paint of me, I have reason enough to believe it's mistaken.
Indeed. So the stories of how in your youth you used to drag a different chambermaid to your bed every night is nothing but slander?
And I also heard that you once fell drunk into the trench in front of the fortress, horse and all.
All right, I confess to that one. But nothing happened to either me or the horse.
And is it not true that one of your paramours made off with your late mother's jewelry?
We are all sinners, Mom. And besides, that was 20 years ago. A person can change a lot in that time.
Unquestionably. My husband is living proof of it. No more than I.
Would you kindly introduce your two companions?
This is Lady Christina, second wife of Lord Binyik of Norsteds. She's standing in for him here today.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Yeah, why isn't your husband here?
How come your husband didn't come?
Because he's been rotting for nearly a year in the king's captivity.
I'm sorry to hear that. I pray that God shall return him to you soon.
I've been praying for it since the day I got word of his captivity. Perhaps worldly powers will come to our aid once the promised army turns up. One hopes.
What's your opinion of the outcome of today's assembly?
That it's about time. Although at the onset it looked like everyone here would carry on arguing like fishwives at the market. But in the end, it seems the agreement arrived at will bear fruit.
I like how there's 3 L's in shall we go somewhere more private? I'm going to do this, but she's going to yell at me because this is a completely terrible thing to say, especially in front of these people. And given the situation with her husband, no person in their right mind would possibly say,
Rather noisy here, Mom. Don't you think?
It is, a bit. But that's all part of celebrations, and today we have cause for celebration, don't we?
Wouldn't you prefer a little privacy? I'll gladly escort you.
Restrain your ardor. You're not the first to try and lure my girls somewhere out of my sight. If you want to amuse yourself with them, I insist on being present, or you may be on your way.
But I had no wish to.
And while you're on your way, we're quite thirsty from all this constant chit-chat.
Do I look like a servant to you?
No, but surely you wouldn't leave these young ladies to suffer thirst. Be so kind and bring us another pitcher of wine. I don't know what's in those kegs, and I don't intend to try it out.
Can I save? I can't save. Okay, we gotta beat this guy.
What do you... Well, it's... Playing... And what... What you...
Alright, watch us lose to him again. Oh my god, dude, are you serious? Bro. Bust. Do it. Bust. Oh no. Bust. Watch us bust in the first roll. Okay. Swear to God, if he gives us a potato or something. Oh my God, he gave us a carrot. Are you serious right, man?
You can dip that rotten carrot in lard and ram it up.
Come on,
your
let's hear it.
Arse.
I was just having a laugh with you. Lighten up a bit, eh? But if you don't like your prize, hand it over here.
Here you are. Not much use to me.
Ah, you've got no imagination. It's not for eating, but it still has uses. Like I could shove it down the back of the cousin's shirt.
Anyway.
They're young.
How come you're still here, sir? Weren't you supposed to travel with Sir Hanush? Raise an army, prepare a wedding feast and all that?
All hail Jobst. He sorted out things here nicely. He got my money for a start, and that's more than I wanted to give him. But you know how it goes. Give them a finger. I explained to the Margrave that I'm not going anywhere, and I sent my captain with him. He's still young and full of piss and vinegar. I'm too old and fond of my comfort.
Did you at least discuss with Hanush where the wedding will take place?
Nothing to discuss. It'll be at our castle Potstein, of course. It's the pride of our family. We can fit in 3 times more people than here, and that still wouldn't be much.
Ah, but there are 2 castles in Ratai. I'd bet my right arm old Hanush will want to have the wedding there.
What? In Ratai? Well, I ought to look into that then.
But deal with him yourself, though. I won't be your gent's messenger anymore.
Is that the end of the conversation? Oh my God. I love it. All right, let's go get the wine. Ew. Oh. What? Oh no, I don't know which one is the good one. There's the white and the red. We'll take the white.
Everybody likes a drop of white.
Oh, talk to them. That's right. We haven't found the girl's mom yet. The cook. Maybe she'll tell us like what goes where. Or if we know whatever the dudes up top are drinking, then we can take the others to the ladies.
Good day.
Hi.
What would you like?
Sorry, I don't want to interrupt. But are you busy?
What do you think? A fortress full of hungry mouths and half of them noble lords accustomed to all kinds of debauchery.
I haven't eaten so well in a long time. Lord Odoran was fortunate in his choice of cook.
He didn't have to choose me. My old ma spent her whole life in this kitchen, and my grandmother before her. God rest them both.
Wait, you're Kvieta's daughter, Madlenka.
It's been a long time since anyone has called me by that name. I was afraid you'd forgotten me.
You haven't changed at all.
But I have. And you've changed too. You left a haughty young pup, and now you return...
An old dog.
Not at all. The years have been kind to you.
Oh.
And how have you been all this time? Did my father give you a hard time?
Not really. When he remarried and had another son, his mood improved quite a bit. I also got married. And soon I had my little Elishka running around under my feet in the kitchen. Young Sir Christopher used to come and play with her sometimes. He was always a very nice lad.
Oh.
Tell me more about Elishka.
She's a big girl now. She's a maid here for now, but I'm sure they'll find her a better job soon.
Well, aren't you worried about her? A young girl doesn't have it easy in life.
Even as a little girl, she used to beat up the boys in the village. I put up with all sorts of things without a peep, but not her.
And your husband?
And your husband?
Kuba? He died when Elishka was just a baby. He got bitten by a dog, and the wound festered. It was quick.
God grant him eternal life.
Oh, we have to try. I don't think it's going to work.
Why don't we go somewhere together? Somewhere private. And reminisce about the old days.
You really haven't changed at all. You ought go and have a drink and stop chasing girls. I mean, it's embarrassing at your age.
Where might I find the really good wine here?
Why? You don't like the stuff from the kegs?
It's not for me. One of the distinguished guests.
Emotional damage.
Aha. If you go down the
here we go.
cellar stairs, you'll see the pictures lined up on the table. It's Lord Odoran's best.
I feel quite
He's drunk
thirsty.
Plenty of it himself today.
Can I get undrunk? No, not really, unfortunately. So she didn't really tell us. All right, we're gonna take the white to the ladies.
Would white be better?
Go ahead and pay attention.
Give me a
No.
sign.
Now there's a piece of horseflesh for you, Rootheart. Not like that nag of yours.
What the hell do you beat it with? It looks more like a damn bull.
Sir! Sir! There's some horsemen right out front of your fortress.
Ah, that's Peter of Pisac. Wouldn't come to the council, but he is coming happily to the celebration, you fox.
Come on in, sir. There's wine aplenty.
He's about to get shot with an arrow, isn't he? Dude, he's in full armor.
Hey! Hey! Intruders! Enemies at the gates!
Seize the nobles! Kill the rest!
I gotta say, there's an all-star cast of good fighters here, though. Oh wow, there goes one of them. There goes two of them. Shit. Oh lord. Was I not fast enough for the ladies? I'm actually sad now.
Jesus! The surrounding Christian can't make it on his own.
One step back! Stand your ground!
Oh my god.
Don't worry! Don't let us! Don't worry!
I'm gonna finish.
What, hey chat, what colors are these guys wearing?
You'll be fucking sorry.
Auto. Okay. Oh shoot, I should have looked at chat.
Now you.
How is this guy not dead? Christopher? Wait, what? Dude, what? Why is it telling me to look at Christopher? Like, whenever I would hit Alt to look at Christopher, it would then stop whatever my combat thing was.
Jesus! The surrounding Christopher can't make it on his own.
Oh.
Hey!
Nice
I need a
hit.
hand here.
Alright, hold on. He just said, save Christopher. He won't make it on its own. Okay. We gotta save our bro.
Jesus! The surrounding Christopher can't make it on his own.
Do I have any combos on this guy? Am I using a longsword? Let's see. Right, left. Let's try that.
Let him have it.
Send my greetings to the devil.
Kill him!
That one's had it!
Come on then.
Bash him on the head! Bash him on the head!
Hosanna! Big mistake!
Fuck yourself!
Slice him off. Stand your ground!
Made us!
Get the fuck! Nice hit!
Bro, he's right in front of you. Hit him! What the hell? Come on, dude. Did he just kill? Dude, come on! Really? Oh my god. It's so frustrating. It would have been fine if we actually would have gotten those hits in. Then we could have moved on to the next guy.
The surrounding Christopher can't make it on his own.
Wait, was that not Christopher? I think that was Christopher.
He's done for. Stand your ground.
Dude, that's Christopher, right? Right there? No, that's Noble. Where's Christopher? Stop. Where is Christopher? There he is. There he is. Okay.
Show what. Right down. Those horses down. Hey, that one's had it. Nice hit.
on then!
How do I unlock my... I can't unlock this! Oh, this has been really annoying. Let's see. Can't use an item. I can't bandage in combat?
Blood! Yeah!
Did he make it? Hey, Dessert, what's up, buddy? I think he's okay. Did Christopher die? Oh god, is this Henry? Oh no.
Go! I'll sort you out nicely. Now I'll show you. Show what you made of. Fuck yourself. I'll kill you.
Christopher! Is that him? There he is!
He's nearly got me. Take that fucker out.
Oh god, sorry, Jan. Bro, where's your sword?
Done here, horse.
Hey, it's Godwin, you saved your brother. Awesome. Okay.
That was a close shave.
A little too close. Fuck me.
Did my eyes deceive me? Henry!
Godwin.
How did you get...
Damn. I can't tell you how happy I am to see you. You turned up at just the right moment.
Is everyone alright? Well, some are, some aren't.
They captured Odorin, Kunstad and Rutard. And they took Alder and Kunrad of Vector away too.
That's like all of our team.
Slay the rest like dogs. What about my father? And Hanush?
They left with Yobs long before that. I'm sure they're all right, but... not everyone was so lucky.
Where did they go? Back to Rattoi? They've got to raise an army for us. And I hope they fucking hurry. So we have a plan to counter Sigismund?
More of a promise than a plan.
But, as you can see, our allies are getting scarce. We should lay low until Jobst gets back.
I'll gladly play dead for a while.
Be so kind. And don't speak of the dead.
What happened, Godwin? Who died?
Anna of Waldstein. She didn't stand a chance against those butchers.
Oh.
May she rest in peace.
She was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time.
And they almost killed my brother.
Could we have saved her?
Good luck. What do you mean, almost?
I don't think we could have saved her.
What happened?
No.
I got there in time to help him, fortunately. Christopher tried to defend our father, but nearly lost his life doing it. For nothing.
Old grievances aside, Odorin is an ally, the same as Rutard and Botchek.
Well, they all have their quirks. Cousin Botchek's a money-grabbing magpie. But I wouldn't give up on the fucker either.
We'll have to wait for the other side's move anyway. We don't even know where von Berghow took them.
I tried to come as soon as possible and warn you. But von Bergov's people beat me here. You knew he was coming. Markvart bragged about it to Sigismund, and Sigismund promised to make him Lord of Raborsch in return. When he sees what Von Bergau did with it, he'll shit himself.
You find that funny? Do you like watching those foreigner dogs rampaging around and slaughtering innocents? Who else has to die before we do something about it?
Tell us about it. We were neck deep in corpses before you bothered to turn up.
Well, not you.
Fuck you, Jan. I'd trade places with you in a heartbeat. Trust me.
We've lost a lot of allies. We'll have trouble finding new ones. They'll be afraid to even peep against Sigismund.
Well, are you surprised? Look around. Sigismund showed everyone what's coming for all who resist him.
Is there anything we can do?
Definitely not right now. We'll treat the wounded, bury the dead, get the hell out of here. Then we'll hide in the Devil's Den and wait for Jobst and his army.
If I survive the journey... Oh, God's teeth. That stupid nag nearly broke me in half.
The king announced one more thing at the council. He asked the councillors to ransack the Jewish quarter. That is, he ordered it, more like.
Fuck! Liechtenstein's got his people there. They could reveal a lot.
The city rabbi is sitting upstairs in the hall. At least he's safe here.
They're our allies. We have to help them.
What do you mean by we? Everyone here is lucky to be still breathing. I can just see them all jumping to their feet and rush to save their poor Jews.
Maybe Samuel will figure something
Man, Dry
out.
Devil's an asshole.
He wanted
Like,
to talk
wow.
to you anyway.
He's here too.
Aye, escorting the rabbi. You should go and see them as soon as possible. And tell Liechtenstein too.
Anyway, we've got work to do. Godwin?
Give me a moment. I'll go and see Christopher first. Guard the walls until morning. If anyone shows up, I want to know.
All right, guys. What a freaking day. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me for a action-packed, basically full main story KCD2 day. This was awesome. This was actually fantastic. This is amazing. Tomorrow morning, I think we're going to pick up right from here. Yeah, checking the calendar real quick, but I think we're going right in tomorrow morning. Yep, we're going right in tomorrow morning. So it's going to be fun. Unfortunately, I do have meetings tonight, so this is the last little bit you're going to see me. So we are gone for today, but I will be back tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. ET to pick up right from here and put in a nice, big, long morning session in KCD2. It's been so good. All right, guys, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Have an excellent rest of your day, and we'll see you tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. ET for more fun and games. Bye-bye.
Wall of good vibes.
Cohh!
Epically failed.
That was a terrible decision. Oh my God, Cohh, what are you doing? I wish there was some way to fix Cohh's brain.
Me too. Sorry, you just set that up so perfectly. Why'd you press the button? What did you just do?
I cleared out the tip from my tip queue.
Okay, if you said mud, and then
That was my Lena bad joke button. That's what that was. It signals chat. Lena just told a bad joke. Everyone quick post Cohh stare. That's what it was. That was the joke button. The Lena bad joke button. There we go. Okay, cool. See? Look at chat. See? Look, the button worked. You guys are the best.
Misfits I see before me. Avalanche.
Local florist.
Lab rat dog.
Oh, I like it. Autobots, roll out. Come on, you see the piece of shit we're driving here?
Says the 300-pound sack of it.
Hey!
Focus!
Let's dance. Pushing it.
Don't.
Oh, you son of a bitch! Boy, now.
Don't
No,
you
not
think
yet.
I know that? Ah! You greedy bastard! Scum-sucking piece of shit-festering asshole!
but that's the way it is. Corneo's the one who makes the rules around here. But if you
I
win
love
this
her!
match,
What am I doing here?
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Oh my God, Lena.
Shot
What?
in the head and in the ear.
What is going on here?
And she's running away.
I've never
And
seen a
she's leaving
transporter
by
pod
trail.
crash where. No! Zeke! Zeke!
Why did he shoot her?
Because she was, I guess she was, man, that was a great shot! Yes, if you're wondering how me and my mods are, it's basically the same thing. That's how I rest my legs. Ah, give me a... Don't move as much. But yeah, it really helps. I mean, you think I sit on a Herman Miller, but really it's just Red-Eyed Monster. Yeah, my YouTube guy. What? Oh God, I'm sorry. Mods, take me out. It's my time. Make it quick. Make it quick. Oh God, here comes the hammer. Ah! Smack. Ah! Oh God. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Hey, Bill, did you change the batteries in this thing? No, it's AA. You damn AAA in here? How'd you even do that? What the? There's a screw on it. Do you have a screwdriver? You lost the screwdriver. Bill! It's go time, buddy. What are you doing, man? How'd you even fit them in there? God damn it, Bill.
You're leaving?
Ah!
So,
oh my God.
How do I get...
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh Jesus! Oh, you poor woman! Oh God, it was terrible. Oh my God, dude! Come on! Did you do it again? Christ, man! Fine. Fine. Cool. We're good. Oh God. So that does 61 damage is how much gravity hit me for. 61. Good to know. A good little bit of science there. I'm gonna go attack those people. Eat them alive, giant sloths. Beautiful. Do I own a city? Oh, I do. They gave me Umbrella. All right, we're going to go over to Umbrella, man. Apparently it's under siege, I think.
No one to get mad if we make noise.
Now that I've had both trigger controls and grip controls, and then he pulls his thing out right when we're in front of him. That's why my shield wasn't out. Let's go ahead and pop some stuff in Aerith here.